shoot. World on my shoulder, heart full of blues. I'm in the dirt, down in the dirt. I've been a real bad boy on the town all night. Starting to calm down with the morning light. I'm in the dirt, down in the dirt. Been real bad. I've been a real bad boy on the town all night. Starting to calm down with the morning light. I'm in the dirt, down in the dirt, down in the dirt, down in the dirt, down in the dirt.
Good evening, everybody. Hello, and welcome to Savage Riff's Gunmetal Blues. We're back for episode 4, Bright Lights, Medium City, episode 4. You weren't here for 1. You were here for 2. You missed 1, Fonz. It's okay.
I'm just gonna go very briefly update the stream info. There we go.
Oh wow, that's so cool!
Anyway.
There we
Wow,
go.
well done. Good job.
Yay!
Pay no mind. You do your intro. Maybe you should talk about coffee or something. I don't know.
Yes, so that reminds me, the channel is sponsored by the Grinding Coffee Co., where you can get a 10% discount with code Gunmetal Blues when you order coffee from them. They've got the gay agenda as well as other fantastic blends. It's a Black and LGBTQ owned business, and good people we're supporting. So that said, thank you very much to them. All right. Also, thank you very much to this channel.
Yay!
Yay!
Which,
Yay.
if you subscribe to this channel, you can now get the Game Boss emote.
Which is very good.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's no game talker, but I get it. You gotta.
you are the
differentiate
game
yourself.
talker. I'm a
fair.
Game Boss.
Game boss.
So much
game
more
boss.
authoritative.
Yes. Previously in Savage Worlds Riffs, the Gunmetal Blues, our group of disparate adventurers have come together to work for Castle Refuge, a place that does mostly good stuff for good reasons, and and have been sent out on a couple missions, one in which they defeated a Zytikic hive, which could have threatened the entire Southwest. Another time, they encountered a bunch of sketchy-looking mercenaries who had just taken out a coalition patrol. They returned to base to find that it was still a day or two before Zephyrdri had finished her calculating and messaging. Zephyrdri, our tiny robot friend, had gotten a message, and so real quick, let's go around to give us the 2-sentence of your character and who you are. So let's start with Vavasaur.
Hi, I'm Nana Lovebug, or Nana Love, and I play Vavasaur. Vavasaur was described last episode as Purple Deadpool, so I think we're going to go with that. I think we're going to keep it that. They're a little bit Miles Morales. They are a dragon, but they stay in their humanoid form, which has very large eyes that express, and pretty much that's it. That's Vavasaur.
Excellent. All right, up next is Nicanor.
Nicanor is, I guess if we're going with this Marvel thing, Nicanor is definitely not gender fluid Cable. Like, I feel like that's where we ended up. But no, Nicanor is a marksman, mercenary, and a person of unremarkable background.
All
the
right.
most remarkable kind of unremarkable background.
Up next is Mutt.
No, just unremarkable.
Hi, my name is Maxine Bachman, and I play Mutt. I'm a mutt, and I can smell your fear. That's about it. Yeah.
That's things dogs can do too.
Yeah.
All right, and Zephyrdri.
Hi, I play a robot. Do I exude fear smell?
You do not.
Neat. Zephyrdri is 1.5 feet tall and basically a robot handmaid who's been displaced to Earth. Hello.
Oh God! Just imagine Zephyrdri in a maid outfit for some reason.
I mean,
Isekai, yay, motherfucker. Anyway, continue.
So,
oh, dog, I'm not from Earth. This is my isekai.
So, you had been traveling through. Zephyrdri had received a box seemingly from home with a message for
Wait,
them.
seemingly.
From home, written encoded for her and only her, in a way that other people would have a near impossible time decoding it. So you have spent nearly about 3 days doing this because the computations were immense. It would have taken a Earth computer several months to crack this code if they knew the joke that the code was based on.
Oh, okay, cute.
Because remember, it was based on an inside joke between you and the
Uh-huh.
princess. Inside was a
You and the
upgrade
what?
module, as well as
Wait.
a request for information.
Sorry, what was that, Rio?
Sorry, no, I heard inside joke between you and the princess, and I went, you and the what? And then, but no, don't mind me. It's fine. We'll figure it out, I assume, at some point.
I mean, not everybody got to tell a story last week. All right.
Dang you and your mysterious background.
All you gotta do is ask her. Open book.
That's fair.
Well, she's a robot, but
Snopedish book.
she's a readme.text.
So she's a what do they call it? Like a Nook or a Kindle?
Scrolling up forever. There we go. So
Don't look
I mean,
at me like
yes.
that, Nana.
She
Once
does
you
have
crack it,
feelings. Yeah.
it is by HIHPAFT lowercase t B H lowercase t uppercase t lowercase o uppercase I S lowercase o uppercase which is the abbreviation of the princess's full last title,
Oh, okay, yeah. Now I follow.
which is still way too long.
It's way too
long.
Made me.
It
Jesus.
says, Z, I miss you. I had this made for you, or this was made for you. Not that's it says this was made just for you. Keep it safe. I'm doing okay. There is like too many spaces. Like someone had typed some things and then erased some things, but accidentally left some of the spaces in. And it says, I would love just to see what you're up to. I miss you. This place is, again, too many spaces. Okay. I'll send something to you soon. Don't let them track. Don't make sure to encrypt what you send, and try to send it to this PO box in center. I'll have an easier time getting it there than I would if you sent it to Kith.
Okay. So what is in the box, right? Like, there's
In the box is a crescent moon shaped crystal. It is slightly green, but you notice as you look at it, it's encoded. The flaws in the crystal are actually circuits.
Oh.
There's a little bit of other material like a marbling through the crystal, some which at certain points acts as resistors. And just looking at it, you don't know exactly what it does, but you can tell that it is very similar to the crystal that is your capacitor. I forget what the name of that thing was.
Oh, the
You
weird
have a
thing?
special component.
Yeah, the weird thing. One moment, stand by. The
Here's the one.
interface control interface module?
Yes, the
thing?
interface control interface module. Yes,
A thing that
And-
does something?
it does things and stuff.
Sure. Can't wait to find out.
So, would you like to respond with a message back?
Yeah. So I think what we see is like she's sitting out there because she did get a safe distance from town, in part because well, you know, sometimes you just get a box and it can be dangerous. As dangerous as Rift's Earth is, it can still be not the brightest idea to just like, I'm gonna open up this alien technology in the middle of Castle Refuge. I'm sure that'll go over fine. But in part mostly to get a little bit of privacy. Is this the first missive I've gotten from home since I came to Earth, actually?
Yes.
Ooh, okay, yeah. Then definitely it's a like, this is for me, thank you, goodbye, whiz, off into the distance. So when we last left her, she'd kind of sat down next to the box with like hands on either side, and then her little wings fluttered out and her eyes went dark. It went like a dark gray as her whole body kind of looked like it shut down, and it's because she was setting every process she had to decrypting this thing. So she like only existed for a second as Wi-Fi, or I guess she only existed for 3 days as Wi-Fi, basically. While she
Well,
talked to
enough
this
to
box.
keep the alertness programs going in case of
Yeah,
sneaking,
like
but you picked a secure location.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll say I'm trying to think where we are. There's trees where we are, so she probably like in a very appropriately pixie-ish way like found a knot in a tree somewhere and like pulled up inside that thing and plonked the box down, because in my head that looks cool. And her eyes kind of flutter back to life, almost like a boot up sequence. We see it cycle kind of like very quickly through like, every color of the rainbow, just until it eventually stops on, we'll go with yellow. It's like this bright yellow color. And she lets out this sort of, as she takes in like all of that information kind of at once from the message from the princess, there's just sort of this self-satisfied smile and a slight longing as she takes the crystal that's in there, that moon-shaped crystal, in one hand and kind of looks at it. And then in the back of the box, sets her hand into a small interface port, essentially, that's actually like built for her. We see her joints on her fingers, for want of a better word, like distend a bit and like stretch out a bit, so that like she's exposing part of her internal workings. Like her hand just kind of goes, and she presses into that, so she gets a direct connection to the messaging in the box. And then she uploads a number of things. She sends along her current diagnostic status, just like, hey, here's like currently this is what my system says.
Here's the repairs I've made.
Yeah. A very, very brief catalog of like my activities and movements since I came here to Earth. Just a very light overview of like, I landed here, I met these people, then I went there, with like time and date stamps on them. A really brief overview and description of like Castle Refuge, like a really rough schematic of it, just to kind of like, here's a 3D rendering of the exterior of Castle Refuge. It's cool because what? It's a very brief description of that. Descriptions of all of my current companions on the team. It's like, yeah, you know, this is the nice dragon person, this is the scary gun person, this is the nice dog lady. I hang out with them now. Just like brief descriptions of all of them. An extremely detailed recording of my encounter with the Zytikics. All of the data! Like, that
I have
file
cool
very big.
companions, but danger.
Well, yeah.
The storage
listen-
capacity on this thing is pretty good.
Yeah, and there's a lot I could say about dogs. Dogs are great. We know about the Zytikics where I come from, and you don't fuck around with them. So just, there you go. That's everything I saw. I think it's dead. I think we're okay, but keep other ships away from this planet. I don't know. Please advise. Just, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then she uploads all of that, and we see her eyes kind of cycling through colors again, and she stops and pauses for a minute, and then retracts her hand back out and like sits kind of cross-legged in front of the box and like stares into it, and some of the internals light up on it a little bit and like illuminate her face in this the darkness of this little like tree alcove that she's found. And she says, to the illustrious High Princess Elena Fadieva the Brave, heir to the throne of Icon and stewardess of the Unbidden Mercy. Earth is a fascinatingly terrifying place. World of exhilarating contradictions. It teeters at all times on the precipice of a crumbling cliff overlooking a swirling gyre of chaos and destruction. It's a world scarred by strife, ripped and pulled into a misshapen mass of hatred and regret and fear. And yet, it is also a place of unyielding hope. Unrivaled beauty shines in the hearts of its most downtrodden inhabitants and its most stalwart defenders. The people here do not seem to understand that any other world would have crumbled under the weight of its burdens. They live, despite the death that infuses every part of their lives. They live, despite all good sense indicating that their world should be a smoldering ruin several times over. They live under hardships that would have broken the backs of our own people millennia ago. They live. The Earthers are a resilient people, terrifyingly so, and I'm glad to count so many of them as allies, or I shudder to think of them as enemies. The people I have met here, though they know me help or harm, never fail to impress me. I long to show you this world in all its radiant beauty, resplendent with danger though it may be. There is much we can learn from the Earthers. One could stay here for 7 lifetimes and still not learn it all. Yet, I shall endeavor to this very task. Your humble servant, Zephyrdry. The inside of the box dims, and the exterior of it, like, slides into place and shuts.
The box shuts smaller now that the component isn't in it. It seems just as secure as before, but it does fold inside of itself a little more now that the crystal's not in there. But looking at it now, you could not have guessed that it had come with a crystal.
Okay. Which is now, like I said, just sort of, I'm turning it over and kind of analyzing it in my left hand.
It will fit inside next to the other crystal, but you might have some other feature that is displaced material if you wish.
So I think what we see is that she reaches back and her arm kind of disappears into that big oversized, well, big, it's small, it's on her, but that small oversized coat that she wears. And there's a click of metal and rock as she sets it into place against something on her back. And then her hand comes back and it's empty. And I just look at the box in front of me and go, well, now I gotta get you back to center. I pick the thing up and fly back off to Castle Refuge.
As you leave the tree, you notice that there's some, it looks like there was an animal outside the tree and it might have slept there for a day, but it's not there now.
Well, it didn't pee on me, so yay.
Well, yeah, it clearly did pee on the base of the tree, but there's also a big swoop area where you see a tail that wagged.
Was it me?
Anyway.
Definitely mine.
Do I remember if it was me? No.
It was you.
It was
You absolutely did that. Yeah.
It was 100% me.
You sat there for about a day, and then we're like,
I did.
okay.
Yeah. I said at the very beginning of last time that I followed you and waited an obnoxiously long time, just like Anna outside Elsa's bedroom. It was just like, are you gay? You okay?
Yeah, I'm just sitting in there, just like not moving, not saying anything, not responding. So I think then instead what it is I head out, I like look down and see all of that, and then there's just like this little chemical analysis comes up, and it's just like, hi, Mutt. And then I just flutter off towards Castle Refuge.
Yeah.
It's not long before you hit Castle Refuge's basically Wi-Fi range that you get a couple of messages from the Moes checking in, seeing if you need anything. One or two mention that there's some grease stains they haven't been able to extract. And that they have a huge pile of random screws they would love if someone could just come by and sort.
I shoot them back a very quick message letting them know that I am an absolute wizard with stains, although not a literal wizard, because that actually means something here.
This is more of wizard?
Yeah, this is more of a technological kind of wizardry, but not a techno-wizardry. And I would absolutely adore sorting all of their screws, but unfortunately I have some mail to take care of first, and I will get back to them just as soon as my duties allow.
You look at the attached picture. Some of the screws are literally the size of you.
Okay.
And some of them are like those tiny screws that come in the back of a hard drive. And pretty much everything in between of all different like screw heads. There's like a PlayStation 2 set of like every screw from the inside of a PlayStation 2 with the weird star-shaped back.
Oh yeah, torque screws.
Torque screws. A bunch of all those random screws. And you make your way back. I think it had been said that the leyline walkers will, or Atlanteans or leyline walkers will know how to get something to center.
And yeah, like once I know where leyline walkers hang out. Just look for the really weird people in gas masks and just go, I need to. This has to go to center, please. Please make happen. Here you go. Thank you.
The one guy goes, well, I guess I could get that done.
If it's no trouble, I don't have much I can compensate you with. I'm afraid I have little in the way of currency, but
What are you
can
doing
certainly work
tomorrow?
on nothing. I'm doing nothing tomorrow. Sorting screws.
He looks at you and he looks a little weird. Like he gives you a weird eyeballing. He goes,
I just smile at him.
He
which
eyeballs
team
the
are you
fellow.
part of?
Oh Christ! Somebody remind me what the fuck
Brass
our team
knuckle.
name is.
Oh,
Brass
yeah,
Knuckles.
brass
that's
knuckles.
right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, I forgot. Yes, it's been a few days. I'm with the Brass Knuckles.
All right. Well, tomorrow I need to get something, but I can't bring it back easy. I'm gonna hire your team.
Oh, okay.
Then we'll be even.
Sure. I'll just I'll let them know then that we have a job.
He leans in uncomfortably close when he takes the box.
I lean back only very slightly in that way that like other robots could measure that I leaned back, but it's almost imperceptible because I hover at, as I do with all people, at head height to them, holding my little box, which like slightly smaller than me.
He's a
Thank
little
you.
heavy set for a. He's not the most physically fit of the ley line walkers here, but he goes, all right.
Apologies. I didn't hear. What was your name?
William.
William.
And one of the guy goes, he's called Weird Bill.
Oh God, yes.
I
Oh
remember
God,
him.
yes. Oh
Hi, Weird Bill. Hi, Weird
Bill.
Bill. Well, Master William, I'll be sure to get in contact with you shortly once I have reconvened with the rest of the Brass Knuckles. Thank you very much.
I'll put in a work order.
That would be even better. Thank you.
He takes the box. It's a little heavy for him.
Okay.
All right. Oh, got some on the box. All right.
Oh,
And then you see him head down towards the pyramid room
yeah.
where there is a blue flash of light and he is gone.
I should see what the rest of the team is up to. It's my little, like, antenna ears go...
So what has the rest of the team been doing the last 2 days? Well, I forget, the timeline might be all drinked up, but the last day or so since you got back.
Okay. Back for a whole day?
Yeah.
Probably sitting outside the tree, and then I fell asleep, and then I started chasing my tail, and then that went not under the tree, and so I'm probably just wandering around right now, sniffing things.
All right. You are by a little stream. There is a two-headed deer also at that stream with you.
Oh, cool.
It
So-
looks up and goes, I must go. And then takes off at
Okay.
a full gallop.
You go, sir. You go. I go, and I find the cafeteria. And or a place that smells good and gives me food.
There is a kitchen, and there's a bar here as well, but the kitchen will always feed you. The bar, sometimes they get weird about tossing you leftovers.
It's fine.
But the kitchen, someone will always throw you something out,
Yeah.
like a dish.
Mhm.
I
I stopped by the hospital too, just to check in.
You stop by the hospital. You get some pets from the doc, who is Sir. Oh my God, I'm blanking on this name again.
That's a long
Sir
name.
Johann, the
Yeah.
razor blade winged being, is there.
Yeah.
The razor blade winged angel.
Yeah, faceless, if I remember.
The faceless 6 razor blades for wings angel.
Yeah, that cool guy.
Hi,
Sir
Cool bro.
Sir
You're here.
Johann, Knight of the Round,
Mm-hmm. He cool.
as well as Mortimer J. Dr. Sir Mortimer J. Alhoun,
Yeah, love that guy. Love that guy.
who goes, oh yes, so good to see you again, my pup. You been being a good girl? Yes, you have. Yes, you have.
I don't
I'm
like
sure
it.
you have.
I have the tail wag that includes the butt wiggle.
You- He has made sure to only do this in areas where your tail wag will not knock over medical equipment.
Oh yeah. Because
After
I have the
learning the hard
Labrador
way.
like thump, 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 thump,
Yeah.
against all the things everywhere.
But so you pal around.
Yeah.
There's a kid who's scraped their knee. There's
Oh, no,
uh
I lick
the
it.
kid who scraped their knee. Basically, you see Sir Johann come over. The kid looks a little scared, and so you being there kind of calms them down as Sir Johann reaches a hand out and heals their wound. And there are other medical facilities. You see a couple of people who are in long-term care.
Mhm. I take a
You
nap
check
on
in
one of
with
their
your
beds.
regulars around there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I do what I do. I nap. I sleep. I play. I get pets. I nap.
Good.
And then
All right. Vavasor, what do you spend a day doing?
Training, probably with the training hook.
You're training with the training hook. There is a
Mhm.
boxing ring as well. There's a full gym. There is a not too big danger room kind of thing. It's not great. Everything looks like it's a bad hologram, though it is set to 80s danger room from X-Men.
Perfect.
So
Absolutely perfect. They go ham.
yeah.
Yeah.
You actually do more damage than this thing can handle.
Whoopsie.
And one of the people comes in going, hey, tolerances are too low.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize this would be so bad.
Did you know how long it took me to program that box that you just broke?
They look at the box and go, "No, I wasn't here when you did that. How could I possibly have known that?" No.
It was about 4.2 seconds. Anyway,
Oh, you're
That
fast.
oh boy.
I have been working, but like the material to produce those kinds of materials.
Can you do it better? Can you make it better next time?
It's not good enough for you now?
No. And they shake their head. No, I broke it. I broke it.
This little old man, with kind of like the gray ring of hair, he has like the smallest spectacles and
On the tip of his nose.
yeah, the small spectacles and what looks to be a leather vest
Mm.
that says Hell's Angles on it.
Oh, okay. Challenging. All right.
And just covered in techno equipment, this dude.
Does it have like an anglerfish on it with like wings?
Uh,
Angler.
Actually, no, it has a sharp line. It has 3 lines in the shape of a devil's fork with
Ooh.
little radius markers in between each of the lines.
They beat
Oh,
up people
boom,
with
boom, boom.
protractors? Like, this
I
guy.
like that.
This guy is what
Right.
is called a city rat.
Oh, I love city rats. They're
City
so
rat.
He is a
So
techno
cool.
nerd who is very good at his job.
I love this game.
I'm learning so much. City rat.
I
Got
love
it.
this game.
Perfect. No, Vavasor agrees with him immediately and goes, "No, your best work was not efficient. Could you do it again, but make it better so I don't break it? Because that will test your limitations." And they stare. Just
you
straight up,
see
just
them-
stare
You see
with
them
wide
holding
eyes.
like a data pad and they just crack it in half. And go,
Oh, you could possibly repair that as well. And if you made it better the second time, you would resist breaking.
just throws it at you and walks away.
Ah, no!
Oh no, I've angered him.
I've angered him. Oh no.
He's angry.
That happens more times than it does. That's how most interactions with them end, is like someone throws something. It's like, oh, all right. This interaction has ended. And then they leave.
Oh.
They toss up their hood, they adjust their mask, and then they leave.
All right. Okay,
Vavasor
so
said, "Get good."
Yeah, I love chat. Chat is the best.
Nicanor, how do you spend your day?
Sleeping, probably. Like, when you're a merc and you could get shunted on a job at any moment and you have sleep opportunity, you do that.
Your sleep is interrupted
Of course it is. Continue.
as two little kids come bounding into the bedroom
Of course.
and go, "What do they call you? Gramps?
Yeah, that's probably right.
Gramps? Gramps?
What?
Gramps,
What?
you
What?
said you'd bring us breakfast."
Shit, fuck. And then, like, Nick gets up.
The one of the smaller of the two goes,
Hmm.
"Shit, fucking." The older one goes, "Don't say that."
I'm not your mom. You can say whatever the fuck you want around here. And then they'll go into what, like, it's like, I think it's like, it's not really like a kitchen by any standards. It's like a wood stove in a corner of like like a hut, like a shack.
Yeah, it's kind of a
yeah.
military style,
Yeah.
cheap, instant housing.
Yeah, and there's like a like one of those. Okay, well, if it's military cheap housing, that's definitely not a wood stove. It's like one of those gasoline table stoves that you can pick up and move around.
It's a bit of a camping stove, yeah.
Yeah, and it's just kind of there, and Nick just puts a cast iron on it with a thunk and kickstarts it, and it goes, and then just sits at the table watching the flame, like willing it to go faster will in fact do something. They're not that kind of psychic, so it's not. But they're just going to stare at it like it will go faster.
There is instant pancake mix. You make pancakes.
Yes, good.
At some point, your daughter comes in and says, "All right, Gramps needs to rest."
I mean, I'm awake now, but yeah, that would have been nice 20 minutes ago.
Well, I didn't promise to make them pancakes.
Yeah, no, that one's on me for sure. Absolutely. I would have figured pancakes at like, 6, 7, not fully 11 a.m. But here we are, I suppose.
Yeah, it's 11 a.m.
Right. Yeah, I get that part. Yeah.
I pushed them off. They were up at 5 this morning.
Right. No, I was up at 5. Like, I sleep weird. If they had come over at 5 a.m., I would have been awake. I get not everyone is awake at this time. You probably needed sleep. I get it. It's okay. We'll figure it out next time.
No, it's fine. Like, I'm glad you're home safe. Hassan had them this morning. Just
Nobody's not getting into trouble. Okay, so he's in trouble. Got it.
Yeah. He's not. Don't worry. He'll get it fine with the doctors. November was there too. It's fine.
Oh, okay. Well,
Anyway,
I'm glad it's working out. I'm also glad to be back safe. So thank you. Didn't find anything for the kids though. So next time.
okay. They love it when you bring back that old stuff.
Actually, no, I do have something. Hold up. And Nick will wander into the back room, and there's like a clang, crash. Where the fuck? Clang, crash, crash.
She rolls her eyes, and you're not looking at her. You don't see it, but you know.
Yes.
She's just like.
Yep. And
Danger
Nick
sense goes
comes. Nick comes back with a small pouch with a little drawstring bag, and goes over to the kids and goes, "Okay, all right, Jericho, all right, July, listen up. I need your attention, please. Thank you." And then hands them this little drawstring bag and goes, "If you see a dog wandering around Castle Refuge, they like these. Feed them to them, and you will be able to pet the dog." Kids like petting dogs, right? And we'll like look at fully at Reyna, like,
"Is this a dog you know? Is this the dog?
This is a dog I know.
Is
They
this
are
the dog Hassan says keeps coming into the hospital?"
I don't know if that's the case. I don't know what they do with their off time.
Off time?
Yeah.
It's not a dog boy, is it?
No, it's a dog. Fully a dog. I don't.
Okay.
I would have said dog boy if I meant dog boy. I said dog.
Okay.
The dog
Well,
is maybe magic. I'm not really sure about that one. Figuring that one out?
I don't know. There's a couple of books about a magic dog, but really it's because it's big and red. that I teach to
No,
the kids.
this one is not big nor well, this one's normal sized and definitely not red. So
Good.
I wouldn't think that was it.
Yeah, I think I would have noticed a 2-story dog.
Right? Yeah. But no. Not yet.
Anyway. Well, I have a tutoring session I need to get to.
Okay. Well, do you need me to watch? Or are they going with you? Or
If you can, July's or November's back at the house if you need some time. She'll,
I don't know when I'm gonna be deployed out again, so I'll walk them over.
well, if I don't see you before you leave, stay safe. I love you.
Same to you.
Gives you that hug and kiss on the cheek that, you give your parents before you leave.
Yep. Nick fully just it's kind of a hug and then like a slap on the back and then are like, go, you have work to do. Get out, leave.
She walks off. You've got the kids for some time. Do you do some things with them?
Maybe. I think it really kind of depends on what the kids are into, frankly, because I think what Nick does is tries to go off and like do normal family shit, but they don't really know what normal family shit is anymore at this point in
Yeah,
Castle Refuge. So
there's
it's
a bit of
like
a playground, like basic playground equipment. But the kids, they'll run around there for a while. But what they love more than anything else is when you teach them like card games or things that they probably shouldn't know.
yeah, I think Nick's what devolves into like childcare time with Nick is gambling, parkour on the playground, and the various armaments of a glitter boy. I feel like that's childcare with Nicanor. So yeah, that's one of those is probably what happens there again.
You're getting the feeling that July is starting to hustle her brother for pretzel sticks.
Good kid. Smart girl.
Anyway.
Don't gamble if you're gonna lose, Jericho.
Anyway, the day passes. Zephyrdry, did you want to do anything else around before?
I mean, those screws are waiting for me. But I should probably check in with other people. So, yeah, I think, who is it that came, grumpily stomping out of the danger room that, Vavasaur was in? Who was that?
That is not someone you'd met before. That is, Julian Gregory.
Okay. Because I just, in my head, I feel like it's one of those, like, I'm buzzing past a place and I just see someone with 2 halves of a broken data pad and just see what they're coming out of and go, ah, and then turn to go that direction.
No, it's only one half of broken data pad. The other half is been thrown.
It was thrown. That's a good point.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about that. They just, like, I don't even, like, say anything to him as he goes by. I just kind of look, nod, and then like buzz into the danger room area to go find Vavasaur, because that was the last person I spoke to before I shut down for 3 days.
That's true. I feel like if you just scan the wavelengths of annoyance, you can find Vavasaur. Just every other person. Yeah, they are collecting half of a data pad and securing their training hook, which is just a huge kosurigama with like serrated, what are they called? Spikes. Yeah, spikes on the inside of them, securing that to their belt. And they look up and say, hi. Hi, Zephyrdry. Welcome back.
Highness, yes, I have completed my opening of a package from home, and am once again ready to resume my duties with you and the rest of Brass Knuckles.
They give a thumbs up, very enthusiastic thumbs up, They say, that's fantastic. We haven't been called for a mission yet, but I can go find Nick and Mutt.
Yes, excellent. I may have secured employment for us on account of I need something sent home. So it's sort of like I'm hiring us. I hope that's not too personal.
No,
I've said too much.
No, I like when you say things.
Oh.
And they
wow.
stare. They just sit, no follow-up, just staring.
Words.
Robots
like
can't sweat, so she does
There
it.
is the
but if,
anime teardrop sweat.
if she
Yeah,
could,
just-
there's
yeah.
just that little like
The
like my little-
emotes coming out of
little-
your.
yeah, like my little like ears just kind of like rotate back like 4 degrees. I can say many things in several different languages if you would like me to, but perhaps it would be best first if we inform the others of my return.
Yes. And that is the end of their sentence. They start to walk away. They're on their way to find Nick and Mutt.
Hey, and we're walking, and I just
And we're walking.
buzzing
Just
around.
go.
I just buzzing around behind.
Zephyrdry, it does
Bulbasaur.
occur to you that you have, communicators.
I am sleeping on someone's chest right now.
I mean, that's fair, but they're
Just
so
napping.
impersonal. And I just
Been in a
assume
hospital
Bulbasaur
just-
seems Bulbasaur seems to know where everybody is, so I
Yeah,
figured.
Mama, so where do you go?
Oh, they wander.
walk
They have no lay of the
Just
land, just
follow
wander.
behind.
Okay.
Full wander.
So-
there is no intention in their
About
eyes.
an hour later.
About an
So,
hour
yeah.
later, they go, oh, we can call them.
Good.
We should have texted.
Yes, perhaps that would be best.
I see. And then they use the communicator.
Both of you get the message. The Zephyrdry is returned. Zephyrdry could actually do the message as well.
The Bulbasaur said that they've got a hold of it. They've got a hold of it. I'm here. Good.
Okay.
I
So if
trust them.
Vavasaur sent Zephyrdry's back.
No,
period,
Zephyrdry has
end of
returned.
message. Zephyrdry has returned. Period. End of message.
Yes.
Cool.
I'm
End
Yes.
of line. Just end of
Cool.
line.
Nick sends whatever the equivalent of a thumbs up emoji, and then probably rolls back over because at no point has anyone intimated that we have anything to do. So like,
Yeah.
You roll back over, and one of
I'm
the kids jumps on you
yep,
Okay.
and declares King of the Mountain.
yep. Nick has the blanket pulled up over their head, and I believe is currently being used as a fort.
Or as the mountain, are you the mountain that they are the king of?
Exactly.
They're
correct.
playing a game that involves you lying on the couch under a blanket and occasionally saying the things they tell you to say.
Yep.
Ah, perfect.
After a beat, there's just sort of this, I kind of like nervously buzzing and like looking around, like, is that okay? That's not really what I was looking for. I'll just I'll get a hold of everyone, shall I? And I send out a message that yes, I've completed my decryption and am ready to return to service in the employ of Castle Refuge, and indeed have secured us some employment with a Master William of the Leyline Walkers. So
All right. So anyone who's spent time around Refuge, well, meaning Nick would know this. There is one leyline walker that is very useful, knows what he's doing, but goddamn is he weird. And his name is Weird Bill, and like he'll respond to it because he knows he's weird, but he's just so weird.
He also,
Like,
if I remember, likes
he's not-
the baseball bubble gum.
yes.
Bad. Just he's always doing something.
That guy.
Okay, which is great because I feel like if Nick's been around the block long enough to know Weird Bill, I don't think at any point has Nick ever heard them referred to as Master Anything William. So I think they just assume it's a different leyline walker named
Okay.
William, and they're just like, cool, great.
You guys, I don't like specify anything because I'm sleeping, but you all get like a picture in your head of just a dog chasing a cat in like a circle.
Somehow the dream, you're close enough to the hospital that this little dream kind of floats out of the sleeping dog.
Yeah.
That's
It's
how
like when you're talking to a person when they're sleeping and they're like responding to you, but like they're sleeping, so they're not actually. That's how you get the response. Is just
Nice.
chasing it, like
Some
from
point-
dog's perspective.
Some point in the next 5 minutes, Nick will cease to be the mountain that they kids are the king of at some point, and then walk them over to their caretaker, and then leave to go
Yeah, you
find
drop them off at your daughter-in-law's house.
Yep.
Or your daughter's house with her husband and wife.
Yep.
And you come back, and it's not long before you get an alert with a conference room that is for basically as early as possible in the morning, which will be at 9.
Like the following morning?
Because I said tomorrow, so
Gotcha.
things progress until then unless someone has something they want to do or say.
Go sort screws, man.
Yeah, Nick goes back to bed then because they haven't slept yet.
I take it Vavasor goes off on a little private journey to stretch their
Self.
limbs.
Stretch themselves. Yes. Yes. They
I mean,
all 20 feet of them. Yes, they stretch.
Just
the
Big
camera,
stretch.
Big stretch.
the camera
stretch.
cuts to Mutt running and chasing after a squirrel, which the squirrel shoots laser eyes at you. And you think this is part of a game.
Oh, it's so fun. It's like that cat with a laser pointer, but like on steroids because it's also the thing like the mouse. Like just go for it.
And but above you is a dark shadow that flies over and is
Yeah.
in
I
the
slept
night.
most of the day, so
Yeah.
nighttime prowling at this point.
All
My
right.
sleep schedule's all wonky now. Life of a dog.
So the next morning, you've got conference room 5. Inside conference room 5, if you get there early, is a woman leaving it. She's got a long white coat with a giant star on the back. And she goes, "Oh, hey, sugar, have fun." And she walks out. And inside is what looks to be just the most obnoxious half a Starbucks that has been clearly like glued to the wall, and the glue is still drying. There is no table under it.
Does anyone want coffee?
So much of it.
But here's the thing: you say that, but then Zephyrdry starts the grinder,
Uh-huh.
the industrial grinder, which is as loud as a Starbucks. And it is pretty much just a Starbucks that is plugged into what looks to be just a clump of quartz with a potato wired to it.
It might be potato coffee.
That just sounds like vodka coffee. I see no issues with this.
It is a little starchy. All
Fair
right.
enough.
About as the meeting is about to start, Weird Bill shows up immediately on time.
Mhm.
He appears in the room. He does
I
not
was
walk
gonna
in.
say.
He is suddenly in the room. It looks like he was in the middle of doing something else, but now he's here. He goes, "Good, you're here. Where's?"
Ah! I dropped the mug.
Mm.
I'll clean that up.
You meant Weird Bill, huh?
Yes, this is the
Yes.
gentleman. He introduced himself as Master William.
Hi,
I come in
Hello.
dragging the coffee
What's up, Bill?
machine.
you're dragging the old coffee machine
Yeah.
back into here.
Jesus.
Yeah. I come in, you just hear all the way down the
Because it clanks when you. Yeah. Because the old coffee machine was a Starbucks to go box, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah. Or like Dunkin' Donuts to go box, I think it was.
Yeah.
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 Dunkin' Box of Joe. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
But I just come and I pull it under the table to my usual spot and I just say like gnawing on the edge of it.
It is surprisingly
like-
resilient.
Yeah.
The Bill goes, oh, ooh, you're drinking that coffee.
It tastes vaguely of potato. I sit there with like my replacement giant mug.
It's a weird like
I'm quoting
huh?
that.
face. And then a minute later, the door slams open and in walks Sir Tannhauser, who goes, "Oh God, Bill, your face." He goes, "What?" He goes, "Just never mind." Hey, everybody, you got a mission? Bill's
Okay.
gonna take you to Merktown. He needs to get something, and then you have to escort him back because he can't. Why are you not? Did you tell them this already? He was like, "No." He was like, "But you've been here and you didn't give them the." Like, anyway, you're gonna have to travel back with it. So, you can't. Someone left the Jeep there a while ago, so it'll be. He throws. He says, "Who wants the keys to that one?" We had a second set printed up.
My tail
Who
starts
wants it?
thumping very fast.
Nick
Ooh.
points at Zephyrdre. Like,
Throws him to Zephyrdre.
Huh? As I like shift the mug like under one arm and then like reach up to grab with the
All right,
other.
make an athletics.
good. Roll
I
to
try
save your coffee.
Can I roll to intercept and just
You're under the table, so this will be at a negative
Yes.
2 for you.
that's okay.
Oh, good.
Which roll do you want first then?
I'll take
Where's
Zephyrdre's first.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I will roll athletics. Boom Diana.
Pull out my
4. So you
Hey.
do not flinch so badly as to drop your coffee.
Huzzah.
What am I doing? A what check?
Athletics.
Is that agility?
Yeah, just
Oh
give me
no,
the
there it is.
agility.
I see it. I see it.
Yeah, it's under your skills.
Yeah, athletics is a skill.
Oh,
All right, you got a 5. That is enough to you air butt it. Just and you're sitting there. There is a fuzzy rabbit's foot keychain on it that you are holding it by.
Just my tongue is like hanging out the side of the mouth.
Neat.
I take it under the table and I lay back down again.
anyway, the dog has the keys. What's
Well-
next?
Good luck with that. You're gonna have to make it back. You can't warp there because the things you're getting gonna be a little hard to transport
Right.
across, ley lines.
Sure, but we
Well,
can.
those-
So we can warp there though.
Yeah, I can do that for us.
We are collecting the Jeep and bringing it back. Is that correct?
I mean, the Jeep's there 10 hours ago. Oh, there. Yeah. Bill's got a shopping order to pick up. And you gotta drive him back.
And then we got to put the groceries in the Jeep and drive it back to Castle Refuge. Is what I'm getting.
Because, well, it's not groceries.
Yeah, obviously.
Certainly not gonna eat it.
Are you sure?
Yeah. It's not even, well, it is organic. It's techno-organic.
Explain.
Oh, it's a living organism that has kind of patterned itself after kind of a computer, and I'm going to put it in my aquarium.
Thank you for that explanation.
You're welcome.
God, these two are gonna be besties.
Oh, what? I'm besties with Weird Bill? Man, it's messed up. Come on, man.
Weird Bill reaches into his pocket, pulls out a pack of Topps 1993 trading cards, opens it up, and cracks the gum into hard bits and starts chewing on it.
Which is already super, super old, probably. So
It says 1993.
That was like 300 years
Oh.
ago.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
okay. Wow, that's
It tastes just like it did in 1994.
Oh god. Perfectly
I know.
preserved. Enjoy your fossil.
crunch, crunch.
I know we're live and everything, but that was a really good joke. I just want to let you know that was well written. It was nice.
good. Well done.
I visibly wince. Just-
All right.
You ever never seen a robot just curl in on herself? That's what happens.
So,
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm munching on a coffee box still.
No, you're not, because if you do that, you'll drop the keys.
True, you're munching on.
Oh
keys
no, I
now.
said I came down and I went down under the
Ah.
table. So I'm under the table. Yeah, it's like I'm laying here. It's
Oh,
in
you're
like
lying
here.
on
and
the
then
keys as
yeah,
though, yeah.
yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah. No, these are my keys right now. You can't have my keys.
Okay, you will be paid for this.
I caught them
This
fair
should
and
not be
square.
a difficult mission.
All right.
Have you ever been to Merktown before?
Yep.
All right. The rest of
No.
you?
I don't know if I have or not.
No. Paducah?
Yes.
Yes, New Paducah.
New Paducah. No, I've never been.
That's fun to say, New Paducah.
New Paducah is very fun to say. You're right.
New Paducah.
I don't know why they didn't keep that name, but Merktown is apparently better for marketing and some shit. Listen. It's not the greatest place. We don't
Understatement.
have a lot of strength there. There's no backup for you.
Yep.
Don't get yourselves killed, which is there's easier places to get yourselves killed.
I'm
But
sure
just go and be safe.
in the event of an emergency, I don't see why Mr. William here couldn't leyline walk us away from the situation.
Well, I can't do that with the techno-organic fish.
Well, surely our lives would be more important than that of a fish. Think you would agree? Flutter. Giant coffee.
Bill, you can't put it in the aquarium if you're dead.
You've been considering this for a long time.
Well, I know I shouldn't say, but I can if you're dead.
That's true. But
But it is true.
are you going to carry it out by yourself, bud?
Yeah, that would be. I guess I could
Yeah.
put the fish down.
We can always come back for it and get it after. I'm sure it'll be fine.
I hope it
is
doesn't come to that.
Simply a contingency.
I have every reason to believe five of us, well, as I look under the table, 5 of us will return largely unharmed.
Okay, good. That's all I need. Bill, have fun. The rest of you, bye. Sorry. Phil goes, for what?
Yeah, no, I get you.
And Tannhauser leaves.
All right.
So
So let's do this.
you all gather at the here's the thing, you're leaving, but you only have room to carry one thing. You only have one equipment slot, Maxine. Which
I'm
are you
bringing the
taking, the key or the coffee?
Well, I'm going to take the key and attempt to put it in the ignition. So the coffee is technically the thing that I'm bringing.
Well, the Jeep is in
The
Merktown.
Jeep is
But-
in Merktown,
So-
and you're gonna teleport there.
Yeah.
I
I'm
flutter
leaving
under
the-
the table for a second,
Yeah.
just across from Mud. Would you like me to hold that for you? And I just sort of point to where both the keys and the coffee maker are, just like. So it's a very ambiguous on my part. Just like, do you want me to hold that for you? And then I wait to see what Mutt does.
My tongue sticks out and I'm like, and I push the box towards you. And I throw the key.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. Well,
The box has definitely been chewed on.
It's a little slobbery in
It
most
looks
of
like
the corners.
cardboard, but the cardboard, when you touch it, is a little more like steel.
great. MDC fucking cardboard box.
Well, it's to
Okay.
keep the combustion that's happening inside from getting out.
Thanks, Cassie.
Mega damage coffee.
I will blow this thing up.
I pick it up by like again. It's is it as big
It's
as I
about
am?
as heavy as a box of Joe, but it
Okay.
jingles like there's crystals inside.
Okay, so it's like a little bit smaller than I am, but not much.
Yeah, you can easily lift it. You're strong enough.
Oh yeah, easily lifting is no problem. I'm trying to figure what's the best place to like if imagine I was a
It
foot
has
and a
a
half
handle
tall.
on the
It has
top.
a handle. Perfect.
Yeah,
I
it's
just
got
go
a handle thingy.
Yeah.
It's like a port.
okay, And I flutter up and grab the handle with both hands and just flutter up into the air. It's like, I'm ready to leave when everyone else is.
Okay, let's just get to the pyramid room, and I've got a platform reserved for us already.
I proudly walk out of that room first. I'm the first one to leave the room. It's like,
Goes up with the keys.
With the keys.
Yeah. This part never gets easy.
Now,
Nick
here's
will
the thing.
walk out the door.
You know that when you go to Merktown, they will ask you to stow MD, like straight up heavy weaponry.
Yep.
Do you want to bring your rifle with you?
So, one, cool. God, we've gotten rid of it for this session. I'm very excited. Two, Nick wouldn't have brought it to Merktown anyways.
Okay.
Because it's a very recognizable gun.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
But that is a note given to you all. Magic happens there. There's a whole magic town part of it. You're given a map in your communicators that shows the different areas. There's like a merchant area, and then there's like a magic area with a academy of magic and a bar that Vavasaur is given an invite to a certain table in, and it says whenever you get in town. It's the Icicle Club.
Tell me they give slushies.
Can I roll dice to see if I've ever heard of that before?
You have not heard of it before, but you can roll dice. I mean, there's no way you would have heard of it before.
Okay, that was a 0 then on the dice.
Yeah, I'm like,
Icicle Club.
Natural 0.
You've heard about Merktown, but the person Baron wouldn't have mentioned the Icicle Club.
Icicle Club. Thank you.
Cool.
Invitation to a table. Yeah, they are so confused and terrified, but intrigued.
As one should be.
Vavasaur can be scared. I'm fascinated.
You're scared so often.
All the time.
Oh boy.
That's the secret.
Okay, I'm here.
Anyway.
I'm here for you.
If anyone has anything else to do, no. All right, we set out.
I have death grip on these keys. They are my keys now.
You're focusing on the keys. Gotcha.
Yes,
are you bringing the coffee with you, or are you stowing it somewhere?
Yeah, funny story about that. So we get to the platform, and like as he's spinning up the ley line travel, which I don't know if Deirdre's ever.
It takes him a minute. He starts doing the Doctor Strange thing. Just
but
he gets halfway through it, and then
us.
starts going backwards again.
Yeah, there's a brief moment where it's just like I kind of flutter over to the edge of the platform, and right before he's about to go, it's just boop. I set that shit down.
One of the other ley line walkers go, "No, get that out of here."
Oh no.
You bring it with us.
You see one of the ley line walkers use a minor psychic telekinesis to like move it outside of the room.
Fox, your past self has done this to you. You have done this to yourself.
It'll be the
literally.
It's fine. Just leave the techno wizardry gizmo in the middle of the complex magic. What could possibly go wrong?
So you all get on the large
techno wizard. It's fine.
metal platform. She's a very good techno wizard that is surrounded by explosions at random sometimes. Anyway,
they're not at random. They're semi-planned.
Anyway,
just
you get on the platform and just the circle goes above Bill and then starts to like come down at a weirdly like irregular jumping pace, like a loading bar that keeps janking up back and forth, and then just envelops you, and then you're suddenly in what is basically there are scenes flying past you in this blueness that you're in. It is straight up teleportation magic, but this is a little weird. You're somehow picking up alien television channels, and you see like actually give me a common knowledge for you. Yeah, give me a common knowledge for you specifically. For Zephyrdry. No one else would recognize otherworldly signals like this.
Go.
You got double 4s. So you see one signal that does come from a planet that you've been to before. It is not from Kin or Kith, but it is a planet that you had traveled to with the princess. And it is two insectoid aliens doing what looks to be Roman gladiator combat. Two like ants, two army ants, a red one and a black one, doing gladiator combat. And then they start making out. And it gets weird, and then the image is gone. And you're on another channel now, which is showing the 1994 World Cup. And then you're standing in a field. So, it's about a mile walk. Says Weird Bill.
Miles not too bad.
Anyone sick to the stomach? Sometimes that happens.
Being a
Are
magical.
we?
Good. Yeah, are we?
Most
I
of you
actually
are
think
fine.
I might be.
Oh.
Depending on my
If you feel that you should make a vigor check, make a vigor check.
I think Mutt and I just straight up are magic.
Yeah, but Mutt's Mutt, you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
you-
I mean, no one would know if I threw up because it wouldn't be there long. But
Oh,
like,
God.
you know.
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, we would hear the keys clatter and then very quickly go back into your mouth.
No.
Anyway,
Ooh.
the you all able to stand it pretty well. Vavasaur, you're like, oh, I feel. Oh wait, no, this is normal.
Oh, nice.
You're like, that
Nice.
was a weird way to do that. Maybe I could figure out an easier way.
I
think this-
normally feel disoriented. It's fine.
It is a lovely field that has been kind of cleared out with good sight lines. It isn't like a magical place, but it is along a ley line. And you all step out. If you can see magic, there is a ley line that you just traveled along a ley line. And you step out into the woods, and a mile away you see buildings that are 4 or 5 stories tall. I think one of them might even be 10 stories tall.
Whoa.
They look like mega damaged buildings. There's a city with walls around it. And this is Merktown. As you approach, you come to the gates. There is a scanning procedure. You see carts coming through from all kinds. You see what looks to be a semi-truck full of goods. You see what is clearly a horse-drawn wagon with wooden wheels laden with furs. You see all kinds of traders from all kinds of like technology levels headed to the city. You see one that is clearly like a magical wagon of goods that you would see in a fairy tale. I was going to open a book.
Not my
Where is it?
cabbages.
You don't see a cabbage guy there at the moment. All right.
I have a question then.
Yes.
Zephyrdry's been through Merktown before. Fox, it's been a while. I look like a tiny toy robot. Is that gonna be an issue at the gate?
Not so much. They might just give you, because with like they might tell you to power down any heavy weaponry
Hmm.
and let you know in no uncertain terms that the Paducah the new Paducah volunteers, I believe, or is the enforcers here, and they will respond. They tell you this, and they mean they will respond eventually.
Okay. Just making sure that I don't need to be like, hey Nick, just like put me in your pocket and pretend I'm a doll or some shit just to get in, because I don't know. Being a tiny robot makes my legal status very weird on Rift's Earth.
I mean, I can always do what normal dogs do with tennis balls and just try and stuff all the things in my mouth at one time.
Please, I'm begging you. You can have the keys. Bear my jacket.
So you
Good.
you float through.
Irreplaceable.
As you come through, there is a cross-shaped scanning beam that even during the day, a cross-shaped scanning beam is passed over all of you. You see a goblin at a computer, just like typing away on like 3 different keyboards, looking at 3 different view screens of people. Another guy steps up. All right, any heavy weaponry? Any
I think I might be heavy weaponry.
I know, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like,
All right. Well, Dangerous activities in the city are highly regulated. If you are found in violation of these, there will be a fine levied if you survive.
Keep that in mind. But I promise you, I will not start any trouble in the city.
Woof.
It's the people that say that always suck the most. All right, go on through.
I look genuinely hurt as I hover through.
All right, you go into the city. It is not the most beautiful place. It is clearly a mercenary town. Things are very metal and concrete. There is some greenery around. There's a lot of you see a couple of cyborgs who clearly took off their arm-mounted railguns and put on their hand. The hand is way shinier than the rest of them because they never use it unless they're in a city where they have to equip it. You're in the hub now, and you're supposed to go to the Mystic Quarter. There is signs for the Arms Bazaar, the Old Town residential area, and the Warrens. There's advertising here for all kinds of things, including Golden Age weaponsmiths. You see a sign for Naruni weaponry, which is very flashy and showy. The Naruni weaponry sign looks like it is from Blade Runner. It's weaponry. It is flashy and showy. There's all kinds of different there's ads for Merc Mag. I forget the name of the Merc Mag, but I think it might just be Merc. There's racing at the Rat Race Derby.
The Merctown magazine is called Merc.
It could be called merch.
I forget what it
fair.
is. It's in this book somewhere, but I'm not going to look for it right now.
No, I like it this way.
Robot
This is
fights
great.
at the Battle Drome. Juicer Death Ball.
Oh, Death Ball! Death Ball, Death Ball!
There's a picture of a football that explodes into spikes. And that apparently has to do with Death Ball.
He said that dangerous activities would be fined.
Some of them are vaguely regulated.
Yeah, unsanctioned dangerous activities.
There is a hotel and casino. And all kinds of things. There's a bank here. There's also a spa, and
That one I wasn't expecting.
there's a spa, the Merctown Gymnasium, low membership fees. It's only like $200 a year because you'll probably only show up twice. All the World Theater. There's a surf and turf, the best steakhouse, Sully's Surf and Turf.
They don't
The
serve steak in
Ceasefire
there.
Tavern.
You can't fucking fool me.
They
Various
do
cuts
now.
of steak and seafood.
Various cuts. Yes. Okay. Good.
It's like a school cafeteria.
The Ceasefire Tavern, the Thunder Duck Inn is Warhawk Magazine is the name of the magazine. It's Warhawk.
Warhawk. All right.
And there is a martial arts academy known as the Golden Dragon Dojo.
It's right next to the Golden Dragon Chinese restaurant.
This Golden Dragon guy's really cornering the market. What the fuck?
Yeah.
It turns out it's literally owned by a golden dragon. It's like,
Yeah, that's what that immediately felt that.
Get it now. I thought it was a
Good.
thing, but it's a thing.
But if you're looking to practice martial arts styles, that's the place to go.
I heard you. I'm writing in my notebook.
No,
I
I'm
heard you.
looking at this and I'm not seeing something, and then just okay. Anyway, but you
bathroom.
have the weird bill goes well. I'm supposed to pick something up at where was it again? Takes out a little old moleskin notebook
Oh my
and
god.
goes flipping through it, and it is Simon's Shop of Uncommon Wonders.
All
which is
right.
in the mystic part of the city.
Cool.
Oh yeah, you named all those things. We didn't say aquarium, so that we know. All right, Simon Shop.
All right. There is where do you head first?
I mean,
Straight there. Like
Right there. Yeah.
yeah.
I am just staying close to Vavasor. Just kind of
Oh.
like doing that the
Gotcha.
dog thing that I do so well.
Vavasor, a reminder on your phone pops up that says the Icicle Club.
I do want to do that, but they're already so goal oriented that they
Yeah.
want to do the thing first. But man,
So-
I want to check out the Icicle Club.
You go to the you go through towards the magic district, and there is a large place that says Techno Wizard Warehouse with a massive metal like sign that's a face with a giant eyeball in it, and the eyeball kind of moves around organically.
I hover up next to it and just
Just do what you do.
A metal shutter blinks at you.
it blinks. I go and just zzz, back down next to my friends.
You're so cute. Ah!
You go into Simon's shop. There is next to Simon's shop is a place called where was the name of that one? That one's a creepy place. Not the guild, not the magic guild. Scroll up forever. Nope, it was down. Anyway, there's a place that sells like demon arms. It's tired of the same old legs. Use legs for cheap, it says on the sign. That one is called Bone Bone and Marrow Shop. It seems to be a necromancer shop.
Remember this place.
Good.
Really hoping
This
you were gonna
is
say
good.
Bone Thugs and Armory, but
Yeah.
Would have been good. That would have been good. Anyway,
sorry.
No,
you go
right
to
time.
Simon's place.
I'm
Bone
really
and Marrow
sorry.
Armory, get a leg up on the competition. Anyway, moving on.
Oh, I can just see Evan in makeup now, and it makes me so happy.
Evan in his goth makeup as the
Yeah,
necromancer.
Toad's goth makeup. I love it.
That was fun. Anyway, we're referencing a previous game, which you can find on the Welcome to the Party YouTube channel if you care to look for it. Anyway,
It's still
the-
there. Wow.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it is. I watched
Believe
the
it or
entire
not.
thing twice now.
Buck wild, all
it's,
right.
the,
so
it's
good.
the only pillar still standing because I was kind of like, hey, you guys don't have a reason to shut it down, do you?
Yeah, like, can you please not get rid of this game ever,
Rather
please?
that year of game I did. Anyway,
It was so good.
Yeah, no, big mood.
Yeah.
anyway, the group of you, he says, just wait outside. And as you're waiting outside, you see a lot more aliens in the magic, or DBs in the magic district. You see a Denor Devilman, who are kind of red-skinned people with little like white horns. This one does have a black goatee and is wearing kind of a shirtless with pants, but wearing like a fur coat, and has just like every ab cut, and kind of just winks at the whole group. There's cyborgs. There's a few cyborgs, fewer cyborgs in this area, but around town you see a bunch of just like people who are very different.
I'm loving this.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely loving this. This is great.
You are
Star
not.
Wars
Oh,
Cantina just
Zafirji,
walks
you're
by.
not the only robotic being here, but the ones you see don't have your intelligence. You can generally get a
Sophistication.
feel for. Yes. You do see one or two that is clearly someone who has put their mind into a robot body.
Ah.
But that's extraordinary. That's like you see one of them the whole time you're there. You're more often seeing kind of like Star Wars droid bots.
Ah. So after the third
Wait,
one,
which
it's like
Star Wars? Yeah, which Star Wars? There are so many droid bots in Star Wars, sir.
Some are CPO, some are more loaders.
Oh,
like,
gotcha.
Meant to carry things. You do see a guy walking in front of one that's just like carrying boxes that are wrapped like presents in a comical.
But are
uh,
there trash droid bots? That's
You do see a bot that comes and sweeps up trash and then just puts it into like the top of it opens up like a trash can lid. It puts the trash inside, and then you see what looks to be an immense burning fire. And then the lid closes and it keeps floating away.
I could just see a little bot with a like in the middle, like a little broom, and then two dustpans, and it goes like this, and just puts the dust like this as it like sweeps it into.
Like a Futurama bot. Yeah.
Yeah, like
All right. So it's not long before he comes back out holding what looks to be a box about this big. And it is a little terrarium.
I sniff it.
It smells like electrons, like ozone a bit. And in this box, you see what looks to be a little beta fish-sized thing swimming in an electrical field. The box is constantly charged. You see a giant battery strap, like car battery, like strapped to the top of it, making it kind of heavy to keep the energy flow going.
That's cool as all hell.
That's super cool.
Get.
Smaller than I had anticipated.
Yeah. Last time I tried to get one of these, they sold me a techno-organic one, which was all black and yellow and weird, but this is a techno-organic one, which is far more what I was looking for.
Woof.
Is this one also black and yellow?
It is not. It is.
Oh, okay.
It is kind of fish colored, but you see there are definitely look to be circuit lines along its back,
Oh.
as though it has an electrical wiring system with more right angles than a nervous system.
Huh. Cool.
It was I'm gonna go find the Jeep and wait there with that while you guys do shopping or whatever. I just want to stare at my fish for a while.
Don't want us to guard the fish while you secure.
I don't need you to
transport?
guard the fish. I just need you to accompany me back. The walk gets boring.
Wait,
I
are we
see.
jeeping it back?
Yep, we are jeeping it back eventually.
The walk.
Well, yeah, if I didn't have other people, they wouldn't have
I
given
see.
us a Jeep.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I would have had
Me
to
as a
break out
player was
board
very
and
confused.
that's-
with how
You
that
know what?
works.
Now this job makes a lot more sense, actually. Now I get it.
Just look
over-
at Nick.
Smart, Bill. Smart.
Thanks. Anyway, I'll be in the Jeep. He pulls out of his pocket what looks to be, I don't know if you remember Tailspin.
Oh yeah,
The kid
Okay.
from Tailspin had that thing that he would use to glide.
Cloud Kicker
Yes.
Jesus.
It's a little board that swipes out.
and his glider board. Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
them.
Except it's got like a
boy.
big jewel on the base of it. And he like puts it down and puts one foot on it. It's hovering off the ground, puts the other foot on it. He's a little shaky on it. And above you see someone on a similar thing just doing like barrel rolls and 360 spins.
Cool.
Followed by a guy in a jetpack doing something similar.
Do a
And-
kickflip.
Weird Bill,
Christ there.
if you say kickflip, Weird Bill kind of jumps and falls off the board a little.
Oh.
Oh,
Well,
well,
yeah, you were
Cool.
taken
I-
by the spirit of it. We get it.
yeah,
We get it.
I'll be over by the Jeep.
Yeah.
I'm
can I have the
picturing a
keys?
cat trying to jump off, but it like jump, but it's just that like.
Can I have the keys so I can get in the Jeep?
I will walk
Where
over
is
to
the
him with the jeep.
Jeep?
Oh, it's in parking and storage with the mega damage lockers.
No, I'm not giving my keys.
Gotcha. Okay. Can we give the man the keys so we get into the Jeep and not just sit on the outside of the Jeep awkwardly?
I pat Mutt's head and put my hand directly underneath her mouth and say, please.
My eyes just go squint, very low squinties.
You're being bribed.
Like this, but I look like I'm very angry at you, but my little leg is very
Eventually,
trying
you,
not
s-
to.
you start to pant enough that the keys drop out.
Yep.
I snatch him,
Good.
throw him to Bill.
Yeah,
and
I
say,
tried to get them back.
Bill does not catch them, but picks them up.
Oh,
Nice.
oh, great.
I can imagine even going like both ways, where like you snatch the keys, but the fucking the rabbit's foot like remains, but the keys go like to just break the chain.
Yeah,
Good.
I don't.
Yeah, that's what happens. The little
I
link-
don't want to let them go at all.
Good.
Bill says, yeah, I'm gonna need some time alone with the fish to just kind of like vibe with it and get in the similar like copacetic mindset.
I have no idea what you just said, but I heard you need some time alone with the fish, so I will not be there.
Cool. I
I have
mean,
no follow-up
it's not like that,
questions.
but I get what I want, so whatever.
No, I just have no idea what you're going to be doing alone with the fish, and I don't get it, so I'm
I'm
not
really
gonna
just
be
gonna
there.
stare at it for a while.
Okay.
All right, bye. And he
Bye.
hovers off on his little his wingboard unsteadily.
Well, Master Williams certainly is a character. Does anyone
Yes.
have anything that they need to take care of while we're here in scenic Merktown?
Now, here's the thing in Merktown. You can get just about anything. If you're looking to pick something up, you have something called your wealth die, which is currently a D8.
Yep.
Things are easier to get here than they are on the road. If you would like to find something, I will tell you if it's possible to get with your wealth die. And if it is more expensive, you can bump your wealth die up in exchange for later dropping it.
Oh.
I think that's the simplest way to explain it, but if you bump it up to a D8 from a D8 to a D10, you can get something more expensive, but later you will only have a D6.
Do I have that kind of walking around money?
Yeah, you all have a card with, well, I would say one of you doesn't, but the rest of you have a card with credits on them,
Woof.
representing your earnings from doing work for the Legion and whatnot. As part of your group, each of you have been given access to the Mutt account, which has a much lower limit.
Look,
Not a lot
I'm
of
just
money.
gonna buy treats and bones, guys. Let's be honest now.
No, that's fair.
Now, here's the thing: the bones you can get here, especially at the necromancer shop, are
That's fair. Oh, they have
very
a
different.
beautiful twang to them.
They're
Right.
necromancer
Earth-
bones. They're probably
Earthy
evil.
tones. Earthy tones.
The
Unearthly
necromancer store
tones.
does have some things you're like,
Unearthly
those probably weren't ethically sourced.
You think?
I need a shirt with just a dog's face and two bones, and it says what unearthly twang.
Good.
It just needs-
Yeah.
No, necromancer bones are straight up alive. No, I think
No, they have to be
Notes of-
animated.
It's like
No.
dinner and a show.
Notes of marrow and
Jason.
unethical sourcing.
You can really taste the suffering.
Jesus.
these
Okay.
taste like crime. Vavasaur would like to go.
Good.
Vavasaur
That's
would
it.
like to
That's the
go.
one. They
That's
taste
it.
like crime.
These
Beautiful.
bones taste like crime.
Not gonna get better. We move on.
Vavasaur looks to their companion. Nope, just got to keep moving. Vavasaur looks to their companions and then back to their communicator and says, I have a message from an unknown source asking me to join them at a table. It is called the Icicle Club.
Nick, you've
I-
heard of the Icicle Club.
Okay, cool, awesome. What do I
It
know about the
Fashions itself after a 1950s kind of club. It's got a large magic clientele.
Okay.
It's good for a show. They do a breakfast and a brunch.
What time is it?
It's a buffet. At this point, it's probably like noonish.
Oh, so
Okay.
a breakfast or a brunch time is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's
I'm saying,
brunch buffet
let's
time.
get,
All right,
let's
yeah,
get y'all some
no.
mimosas.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, personally, I'm always down for the Savage Rift's equivalent of a strip club breakfast
It
buffet.
is not a strip club. There are
Um,
strip clubs.
No,
Yeah.
I know, but the strip club breakfast buffet equivalent is just like you go in and there's just a breakfast buffet in this club for some reason.
Yeah.
Is it a strip of
So yeah, no. Nick will be like, "Well, yeah." So let me get this straight. You have a message from someone you don't know to meet you at a club reputed for people who are of the magical persuasion, and you know nothing else about what is happening.
Correct. I show him the text.
Good. It's like
You do know that it's hard to get a good table here. There are common tables, but then there's the good tables.
Yeah. Is
This
in
is
the
a
good
reservation
table
for the
section?
good table.
This is a good table section.
It
Great.
says it right here that I am a very important person.
Kevin, I get the impression you mean that, like, when you say 1950s, this is like a Sinatra era Vegas,
Like a
kind of place?
Sinatra,
Yeah.
crooner,
Okay.
Italian.
Yeah.
James?
Like-
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is a VIP table?
VIP. Okay, so that's VIP. You don't pronounce the word.
See.
It stands for very important person, and it means that somebody paid a lot of money to reserve or knows somebody with some influence to get them a table that will have some amount of privacy.
Should we go?
Do you know anybody with that kind of money and or influence?
No.
Right. I will be on the table, and Nick like looks at the table and then just kind of thinks
Right.
about where the VIP section is.
Yeah, you get
I'll
there.
be over there.
Yeah, you get inside. There is a
sight
bar
line.
that's fully operational. There's like 2 old drunks at it.
Yep.
When you get inside, there is just the biggest 8-foot tall man. He looks kind of human, except he's got giant tusks.
Good.
And you see tattoos on his neck and his arms, which are his shirt, his white button-down shirt and suspenders. His sleeves are rolled up, showing a just number of tattoos, all of which are magical.
Oh, okay.
I'm
This you can roll me an occult to know what this is.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
like 3 or 4 paces behind everyone, just head down, tail between my legs, just sulking. As I'm walking with you.
I don't know Jack.
Yeah, but I
This
have
is
the
not
thing
a
in my
thing that-
mouth.
no.
That's not a thing I am good at knowing.
All right,
I-
let's
I
see
got
what
it at
Vavasor
5.
gets. Vavasor does not know. All right,
Doesn't know twice. Damn. Like,
unless you want to unless anyone wants to spend a penny for a different.
I'll just spend a
Just-
penny.
I think it's reasonable that Nick wouldn't know what that is. I'll leave it.
One.
So, are you spending a penny? You're spending one of your
Mhm.
bennies.
Yep.
Delete.
Delete.
All
Nope,
right.
Yeah, you know.
Now I know.
Nice.
Okay.
I pick up
You
the
know
dog.
that this is an ogre tattoo warrior. Zephyrdra, you'd heard of ogres before. They're sometimes considered backwater brutes, but that doesn't, they're considered that. But you've never met one, so like this is a well put together gentleman, and all the stories that are told about them are like they live in the wilderness and just club everything they can for food.
Mhm.
And this is something you hadn't seen till you had come to Rift's Earth, which is the tattoo mages. A tattoo mage is something you hadn't seen until you saw a fight between a vampire and a small town in which a single elf-looking man touched a tattoo and took off the tattoo into a magical flaming sword, touched another tattoo, which was a heart with a cross, a heart in chains with a stake through it. And one of the vampires clearly tried to mind control him, and then he just shoved his magical sword through the vampire's heart. And that's how you learned about tattoo mages.
Hmm.
They can summon things off their tattoos or give themselves other extra powers. Now, having one of these as a bodyguard means someone has some resources. The ogre goes, "Let me see your reservation."
I show him the text. It says very important person on it. You don't
Alright.
have to say the whole thing though. You don't have
Up
to
the
say
stairs, go to table 4, and then wait there. Someone will tell you. You're more than free to visit the buffet or the bar. It's comped today only.
Thank you. I like your tattoos. And they go.
I scooch in right
Look,
next, like
you
as
see-
she goes in. Or
When
they
you
go
say
in.
that, there's just a like,
Okay.
thank you. They are great.
They are great.
And he looks at Nick and says, "There is a fee for dragging your ass out if you get too drunk."
Wait, so
As
that's
you head over
specifically
to
to
the bar.
Nick? Just to Nick?
Nick
Yep.
was headed for the bar.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. Nick
Yeah.
Over the shoulder goes, I don't get drunk when I'm working.
Good policy.
Right?
Yep.
I don't ever follow it, but good policy. No.
Don't ever follow it. I go to table
You
4.
go to table 4, and it is very nice. It is one of those booths that are like red leather booths with like a candle in the middle of the table, and you're shown the buffet. A waitress comes up to you and says, "Okay, you can go see the boss, and the rest of you are more than welcome to go to the cafe. The boss is, you just follow me, and I'll take you over to the boss."
I'm like right next
To
to her,
Vavasor.
like,
I
right
have
at
to
her.
meet the boss alone.
The boss is very private about their business.
As am I.
I'm afraid there's been a bit of a misunderstanding here. Hello.
Mhm.
My name is Zephyrdry. I function as something of a retainer to their highness. I'm really little more than automated help. If I wouldn't be too much trouble, if I could, Fox is struggling for the words here. If I could accompany them inside in order to
Oh, you'll be
help
able to
them
see
manage
them
their
from
business.
here. You look over and there's another booth with like cigar smoke coming out of it.
Okay, so I'm not like getting to a second location.
Yeah, you are not being
Alright, cool.
brought into another room. You are
Cool.
just being brought up a set of stairs to to the place where you can see everything, but
Like the
can't be seen
balcony
by
spot.
everything.
Box
Yeah.
seats, yeah, up
Yeah.
there. Got it. Perfect. Then yeah, they're way more amenable
Yeah.
to that.
The boss will not welcome you, but Your Highness, and says this to Vavasor, is requested to join me.
Thank you. I will see you all later. If something goes bad, we'll all know. And I follow.
I
the
follow.
attendant.
I follow
No,
your heel.
if you start to follow,
Yeah.
the waitress goes, "No, you stay."
I literally, I completely ignore, and my eyes are like a very trained on Vavasaur. Just
If you follow a couple
I
more
kneel
feet,
down. I kneel down.
you get
and,
a
like, stop.
you get a telekinetic or
Pathic.
telepathic, not kinetic, telepathic command that just says "stay" in all capital letters in your head. And-
is that a like?
That is a
Hey.
telekinetic warning or
I was gonna say, is it
telepathic
words
warning.
or is it like they're telling, like giving a
It is
command?
almost a command.
command
It is
spell kind of thing.
the next one will be a command.
Gotcha. I'm still looking at Vavasaur.
I kneel down and pet my dog.
Dunko,
Stay.
you can't tell me what to do.
Can't tell you what to do, but I am going to speak
No,
to
thank you.
the boss. And once I know what's going on, I can return and we can go back to our mission. Thank you for being so protective. You are a good dog.
I sneeze.
Good.
I wipe the sneeze off my mask and
Sit down.
I
sit
gently. You sit down. All right, perfect. Then,
Yeah, I just sit down. My head is doing that low thing, like I can't keep my keys, I can't keep my friend protected. What can I do here? I don't-
Someone after that,
My ears.
another waiter does come over with a plate with a steak on it and place it on the ground next to the booth.
Angrily lick it.
I reluctantly eat delicious food.
Yes.
So
Exactly.
Vavasaur,
I'm very not happy right now.
I
you
follow
join
the
this
waitress.
woman
Yeah.
who suddenly after she looked down at Dog seemed a little scarier. Not like you're not frightened by her, but clearly has some kind of mental powers.
There, I did something.
And
I
she
let
goes,
you know that I did that.
"Well, sorry for that unpleasantness. I do not mean to be rude to your friends. However, I'm sure you and the boss will have a lovely conversation right over here." And you go around the corner, and there is just a big, heavy set, almost round man smoking a cigar with the greased hair and a suit that is perfectly tailored. He goes, "Welcome, kid. Have a seat."
I have a seat.
Puts the cigar in a tray. Stares at you for a sec.
I stare at him longer.
"Do you know why I asked you here?"
No, I am a stranger and you are a stranger.
"That's because you're very young. We have something in common, you and I."
Their shoulder muscles tense up and they sit up straighter.
"Good. You are welcome to be here in my city if you are peaceful. If you do not mean us harm. And I don't have a problem with you. If you get into trouble, I don't care. I'm not going to help you. But if you cause a problem, that would end poorly." Puts his fat hand on the table and scratches into it, and just curls of what look to be metal that has been painted to look like wood come up.
They are deeply impressed.
Now
And
you're
they
young.
nod.
Got a lot to learn. Do you have any questions for me?
They cock their head and stay silent for a beat before saying, with I think the first tremor of fear in their voice in the campaign, like real, actual fear, and it's, where do we come from? Where did dragons come from?
We are born out of the magic that creates the galaxies. We come from the spaces in between worlds. We were created way back to serve a great evil power. And our ancestors told them to go fuck themselves.
They grin. Just a very wide, huge grin underneath their mask.
Dragons are part of the reason the universe still exists. The dragon god Kim Makna helped put to rest the great old ones. Now, some people try to worship Kim Makna. I don't believe Kim Makna gives a shit. But there's cults that worship dragons. They're as dangerous to you as they might be useful. I find them, to be honest, a bit annoying. The cult of Dragonrite is a dangerous thing.
Cult of Dragon Riders.
Dragonrite.
Right.
Write.
I will keep.
It might be GH. I've forgotten the spelling. You know.
They're straight up writing it down like in a notebook. Dragon right. Got it. I will keep an eye out for them on my journeys, and I won't travel too close to this place if you do not want me. But your help is invaluable. Like you said, I am young and I have much to learn.
You've come to me and you've not created a spectacle of yourself. You've not created problems for me, and I respect that. I am a being of business. I think we'll be fine.
They are so tense, but the tiniest bit of them relaxes at that.
Some refer to me here as Boss Chill.
Thank you for your hospitality, Boss Chip.
You may call me Calanthion, but only in private. Now you understand, I don't want people to know. People are gonna know, but the people that know should be terrified. If I find you spreading my name, we will have a second conversation.
You will not find me spreading your name.
I believe you. Do you know what I like that about you?
I believe you too. They slink back a little bit in the chair and they say, fear, the people should be terrified. I have one question before I go.
Proceed.
Do you have relationships with people where they are not terrified of you? Is that possible for people like us, for creatures like us?
I would love to tell you in all truth. That's the best question I've ever been asked by a young one.
Thank you. I try to be the best.
And the answer is, I don't believe so. Because those that know, even deep down, they know. Now, when it comes to those who aren't mortal, you'll have better luck with that if you're looking for a relationship. But
Oh. Oh, well, in that case, yes, I'm fine. Thank you so much for all your help. This has been very illuminating.
demigods tend to be almost more palatable than mortals. They expect to die in 100 years.
Their lifespans contribute to their outlook. I see.
And I'm not saying don't be around people. I love this club and the people in it. This is why I have this place. But never forget, they'll never forget who you really are.
Yes, sir. And they nod.
All right. It's on me today. Next time you come in, you have to pay. Pleasure meeting you. What do you go by? What would you like me to call you?
Vavasor is my name, the name that was given to me by the mortal who found me. I don't know of my true name, but the
Here's the
whispers in
secret.
Hmm?
You'll find your true name when you feel it's right for you. Don't worry about that.
I see. Well, thank you. I'm going to get a mimosa, and they stand up.
Picks up the cigar and goes back to smoke. Slides over a cannoli and says, "Hey, it's tradition. Take this with you."
Oh, thank you. Just underneath the mask.
Giggles to himself like,
Is that a weird
Take the
cannoli?
cannoli.
no, it's a straight up cannoli. It's
Okay, great.
he is laughing at his Godfather reference.
Yeah.
He's laughing
that
at his
no
own
one
reference.
gets. No one
It's
gets.
just the two of us. There's
Good.
no way I would get that, but it
Nope.
was for him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect. Mimosa time.
The rest of the table, the buffet is very nice. There is mimosas. There is a good breakfast spread. So as you eat and enjoy yourselves at their,
Is it continental or like real?
it's a real buffet.
Oh, good. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing worse than a buffet continental.
There is a person carving at a carving station.
Oh, good.
There is also lunch meats next to them that they look at with disdain if anyone asks for them.
Good.
But yes. But with that, I'm going to say let's take a 10-minute break or a 5-minute break. We'll try to keep the 5 to 10-minute break. So, want to say thank you to our sponsor, Grinding Coffee Company. You can use the discount code Gunmetal Blues to get 10% off at Grinding Coffee Company. I have to write !COFFEE. And we'll be back in 5 to 10. Remember to be human, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Shoot, world on my shoulder, heart full of blues out in the dirt, down in the dirt. I've been a real bad boy on the town all night. Starting to calm down with the morning light. I'm in the dirt, down in the dirt. Been real bad. I've been a real bad boy on the town all night. Starting to calm down with the morning light. I'm in the dirt, down in the dirt, down in the dirt, down in the dirt, down in the dirt.
Hello, everybody. We are back. Our group has gone to Merktown and met with the Boss Chill at the Icicle Club very briefly, where Boss Chill had a brief talk with Vavasor. And Weird Bill, the Leyline Walker, has picked up his techno-organic fish and is vibing with it in the car,
Not to be confused with techno-organic, right?
which is very different.
Okay, got
So
it.
different.
How?
The dash makes a world of difference.
Okay.
Hyphenate
It really does.
changes the whole thing.
It'll make it so
Anyway,
you can't get in your password.
so you are in a town where things are available. Is there anything anyone's looking for?
I will step forward just to say I'm fairly unique in the regard that, like, as long as I can either find a power outlet or food, there's not much Zephyrdry really wants for. Doesn't mean stuff as such.
All right.
Yeah.
There,
I can't
there is
buy
a place here.
trademark for my guns, can I?
What's that?
I can't buy trademark for my pistols, can I?
Not quite how it works, no.
Not with money.
Cool. That's what I thought. All right.
There's a number of weapon stores here of all kind. Merktown loves its arms dealers. There's a movie theater. There's all kinds of things to do. And there is a store that sells specifically doll clothing. The downside is it also sells creepy dolls.
Oh,
Nyah, nyah.
yeah.
But imagine the creepy Victorian haunted doll dressed like a Bratz.
No, and you can't make me.
No, I think I'm good, actually. Yeah.
No,
I
hold
love
on.
this. I'm all for this right now.
Yeah, she's serving. Why are y'all mad? Like a sleigh, an absolute sleigh. They weren't ready.
So there is availability for things you might want.
Yeah.
So, but if no one has any other thing, I will have something happen while you're walking through town.
Yeah. I stay very close to Vavasor. Like when they went out, I did that like angry lick, but I didn't eat it. I was licking it, but I waited till they came back to actually eat it. Like focused on. So I've just been focusing on you right now because apparently people really like you here. So I need to protect you, even if you don't want my protection.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I
I
mean,
just had. Oh. Go. The thing I have is not relevant. I will say it at the end. Go.
okay. All I was gonna say was that, like, yeah, as soon as Vavasor leaves and Mutt kind of like hunkers down, I just land on Mutt's back and just kind of do the there pet as I watch wherever Vavasor went and just like
Little blip.
Got you.
You know the JoJo thing with the lollipop? I'm picturing Mutt doing that with a steak.
I do not.
And
so.
I know that Nana got it, so I'm good. That's
Okay.
good. That's the face I needed to see. Thank you very much. Audience, if you get it, you get it.
Anyway,
I'm a fake anime girl. Sorry.
That's okay. I will show you all later and you'll regret it. But yeah.
great. All right.
Oh God.
As you are all traveling back towards the car, you're traveling through the hub area, Well, and you hear the first thing that happens is Mutt. Someone's very angry at the group all of a sudden. You know that someone might be dangerous in this area. Your
Yeah,
pack
I'm still,
sense starts to tingle. Your hackles go up.
yeah, my hackles go up because I'm assuming that Vavasor kind of has their hand like down just a little bit because I'm walking next to them. You just feel the coarse hairs kind of bristle up on the back, and I'm just kind of like I get a little bit more stiff as I'm like looking around.
There are people passing by when you hear from not that far away. Oh, it's nice. Oh, it's well. Look who just came to town.
I growl.
And it is a woman wearing red armor. A very beautiful woman with long black hair. Or did I say she had long black hair? Or was it red? I think it was red curly hair. And this is Canis the Red. She is wearing her full armor right now, though.
Oh,
It's
okay.
kind of broad, like shoulder pads, greaves, very heavy armor that appears to be kind of like hooked into her cybernetics.
I start growling.
Here's the thing, Zephyrdry, you can't really make her out.
What? Come again?
You know that there's someone there, but your sensors are kind of missing her.
Your sight sensors are malfunctioning.
Like I try to look towards her and like it just my vision scrambles, or
Kind of where
censored.
she
It's
is,
censored.
there is like someone video edited it.
Sensor blurred.
oh, so yeah, so it's like I go to look and it's like there's like a judder, like where there's something supposed to be, but I don't see anything.
Yeah,
And I try to,
That's
yeah, it's
cool.
I'm clearly being jammed, but I don't know what's actually there.
And
Okay,
you see
cool.
Canis
We'll
go,
react accordingly.
well, Nick, glad you came into town.
I say in everybody's head, their intentions are angry.
Great. Do I know who the fuck this is?
This is
Like,
Canis the Red.
I know. Do I know who the fuck this is?
Canis the
is-
Red is a mercenary. Give me, you know what? Give me a notice roll from you specifically.
Cool. Is this a
Cool.
sight roll or?
It is not site related, and if you try to use any technological gear, you will incur negatives.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm
man,
just
I
gonna
am
use my
technological.
general notice then.
No wonder.
25.
25. Tell me
Hey.
about God.
All right, you get
Well,
the story.
which one?
You get the story.
Okay.
But 8 3 times and then a 1. What the shit?
Yeah.
Here.
Well, yeah.
Oh, that one, you really screwed it up.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'll take it. Pretty good.
You bet.
You
Hitting a raise.
see this person, and you know that stance. You know, not you. Now that you see them in armor, it clicks.
Okay.
You know who trained them. This is a former cyber knight. This person is not presenting as a cyber knight, isn't like out there being good as far as you know.
Okay.
But you can tell they were trained by Sir Nabi, who was the cyber knight you were at that war with Atherton.
Yep.
The armor's similar, the stance is dead on. But you know Sir Nabi died fighting the Coalition a couple years ago. After the Tolkien War caused the rift amongst the Cyber Knights,
Yep.
Sir Nabi did not stay with the group of Lord Koake. I know it's pronounced Coke potentially, but I like it better if it's Koake. It sounds better. All you
Yep.
Rifts purists, which none of which would bother watching this because we're too awesome. Anyway,
All right.
happened.
I don't know.
But Sir Nabi stood with Tolkien to defend people.
Yep.
And in that, he died. Taken out by, like, literally took out a legion of robots before just being brought down by like 4 juicers or 3 or 4 juicers, is what you heard.
Numbers. Yeah.
And Atherton was wounded in that battle,
Mm-hmm.
but lived. That battle was seen in Mutt's memory, but you don't know that. Or in the Mutt flashback, but you don't know that.
I do not.
Yay, background.
But Canis the Red was clearly trained by Sir Navi and is clearly dangerous.
Okay.
You know cyber knights can't be seen by technical, like, robots, and technical things have immense problems trying to hit them. There's just something about their psychic fields that turn them kind of invisible. Robots.
Okay.
But you also notice that Canis isn't alone on the street.
Mm.
Directly behind Canis is a 6-foot tall guy with kind of like black puffy hair, like black, not puffy hair, but spiky hair, kind of like Mediterranean looking, has a little bit of a stubble, and has nubs of metal coming out the side of his head. This is a psychonetic. Someone who has had implants put in their brain to put them at human max. And you see a couple of guys who you just noticed that you had walked past wearing DMC logos on their armor. With a 25, I will give you that there are 6 guys, a psychokinetic, and a fallen cyber knight.
Cool. Cool. Sir Navi and I leave off on decent terms when I left that particular deployment, or no?
You, Sir Nabi, you knew, like, you left before the Tolkien War.
Gotcha.
You
Okay,
were already
yeah.
retired. You had been retired during that, and
Yeah.
at one point, Sir Nabi tried to get you involved, and you turned him down.
Yep. Cool. So, like, vaguely fine.
But you know a lot of things, like the war was hard on people like Sir Nabi.
Yeah. All right. So
Nick was not a
Nick-
cyber knight, but he did work with them sometimes.
yeah.
Okay.
So Nick will Nick sort of stops walking and kind of unsubtly will sort of turn to look at the 6 guys behind them, just in a kind of way to let everyone else know that behind us is also a problem. And then turn back and just say, look, I'm just walking through on an errand.
So lowly growling.
Would we want to cause trouble in Merktown? Is that a thing we want to do today?
We will be fined if we cause trouble in Merktown.
And this goes, well, I just figured out, I had a nice talk with you about you with the boss. Boss was a little curious about how you were alive.
That's a great question, isn't it? A lot of work, actually. A lot of work. Takes a lot of work to keep yourself alive.
You don't know what I'm talking about, do you?
You haven't said anything specific enough for me to know, so. Do you want me to roll to lie?
Make a, I was going to say, make a
'Cause I'm-
persuasion
1,000% lying.
at a -2.
I can't see
Negative
her. Can I even hear her?
You can, yes, you can hear.
Okay.
Ass.
0s. Okay.
Straight 0s.
It's not a critical failure.
Yeah. I don't think.
But
I'm not going to spend a penny
give
on that.
off that you know less than you want to act like. You're trying to act like you know everything, but you give off that you don't know what she's talking about exactly. You know,
Yeah.
bits
Like,
of it, but you don't know everything.
Yeah.
Just goes, You sure you like being with these refuge goody two shoes? I mean, if someone like you can come, survive.
I'm retired now. I
Yeah.
don't do that anymore.
Well, I don't think that the boss really sees it that way. And coming from over her shoulder is the cynetic who goes, "Hey, you with the hook? You with the hook and the mask?
I tilt my head at him.
What are you doing? Who you think you are? Are you some kind of? I think I. You look a lot like a man that I know. Is that the training hook?"
They get really excited, completely forget where they are, and go, "Yeah, this is the training hook."
I
Oh, no.
100%
Yep, there it is.
nip at her or their like leg pant thing, just like
He the guy goes, "You're with the Baron." And Kenneth goes, "Butch, breathe." He's like, "He owes me money. He owes me a lot of money."
Well,
Butch.
you
my
should
legs
find
go
it.
out like
Time.
into the the. I turn my back to them so that I'm facing the other direction and watching their six.
Gotcha.
I sit I nip it and then I go to their other side so that I'm turned.
I used to run with Baron, so if Baron owes you money, you should find him and get your money back.
Yeah, tell me where Baron is.
I haven't seen him in months.
Well, where did you see him last?
I'm sorry, they point.
Yes.
Well, that's not good enough.
That way.
They point and say that way.
Young
Looks over in that
dragons.
direction. That's not good enough.
I want to punch and hug him.
You
at the
don't
same
understand.
time.
Good.
This is
It's okay.
important to me. This is deep in my soul. This 37 cents is not just gonna go away.
Oh no.
And Candace is like, "Oh, for fuck's sake."
Good.
I will tear that blasted chain from his hands, and I will wring his scrawny long neck, and I will just tear him apart because he knows what he did, and I will just decorate him with hand grenades, and I will just tear him bit from bit and just throw him, and in the presence of Tuesday, he will be destroyed.
He is the
Fantastic.
shiniest meat bicycle.
Please run.
Right.
Oh, wait. Never mind. This is Butch. Don't run. Butch, stay. Butch is just like,
I'm just
Nick-
watching Butch.
Yeah.
You see
Nick
Butch
looks at
going
Vavasor.
through what is called losing it.
Okay.
This is something you've seen Baron do when shit got real. You know this is a very short prelude to violence.
Hands already on the train and hook.
Question.
Doing
Yes.
this now.
Since I have been actively spotting and looking and stuff, do I see or aware of any town guard anywhere near?
No. You see no town guard, but you have since spotted the 6 mercenaries.
Okay. So I put that through to my party. No guards, just us. Or no help, just us.
Somehow that makes it easier.
But you hear it with a very this is probably the lowest tone you've heard her because she's still growling. Her low growl has not stopped.
Now, the powder keg here is Butch.
Yep.
Very bad.
Is anyone going to try to defuse it?
I thrust my hand forward with my card. All my money on it. Will this do?
You had the exact opposite reaction of me. Okay, cool. Good.
Um,
Very different tack than I was gonna take.
Make a
Who's gonna-
persuasion check.
I was going to set him off so we have probable cause.
I was
I
not,
was
for the record.
I was thinking about
Alright,
just
now-
using my empathy, but you guys go do what you do.
You get a number of negatives for being not human,
Oh boy!
and
Oh,
other
for
things.
persuasion?
Yes,
Oh,
because I believe you've got a couple of things that make you standoffish, and
I'm so bad at persuading people. For some reason, I was like, intimidate. Yeah, I'm a fucking dragon. Let's go. No, I'm super bad at talking to people. So I'm just like, you can take this, I guess, if you want to, maybe, I guess, sort of.
Yeah, you as a fellow
You get a
outsider like
-2.
myself, you get a -2 on everything.
That's
On
a 3.
persuasion rolls, I mean.
Oh boy!
That's
All
a
right.
3.
that's a 3.
Cool. Great. Awesome.
He
Do I
is
mark?
super fast as he cuts the card in half with a sword. I'm gonna put out some initiative.
Hey.
Great. All right. Huzzah! Yay!
Bork.
Okay.
Oh, I go second.
I think that's from the last time.
Deal.
Yes.
Deal cards initiative turn order. All right. Nicanor, you
Yes.
have
Extra bonus stuff.
your other option is an ace of diamonds.
Okay.
Would you like to see the third card?
I would like to see the third card.
Or a 6 of clubs? Or an
let me
8 of
ch-
clubs?
Let
or
me
eight
check
of-
the,
6 of
the
spades, 8 of
wording on
clubs.
something real quick, and I will get back to you in a moment.
Please stand by.
Your 6 is too high to
6 is too
redraw.
high. Yep. Okay. So I will take the ace.
All right.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message.
Good.
You got an ace of diamonds. All right.
All right, let's do it.
JA, you got a jack. Okay. There's the enemy's got jacks.
Oh boy.
Oh
All
boy.
right, by card suit. Nick goes first.
Okay.
Let me just scroll through this to put Nick up top.
Yeah, we had weirdly sorted it to the bottom. It's like, no, he says go first.
Because I
No
because I
program.
just wrote an
Okay,
A.
so I'm a
I didn't-
different now. Yeah, I have to. Ooh,
All
I'm actually
right.
pretty high up
So
there. That's good.
he did a sword slash in the direction of my friends.
Yes.
Okay, it's self-defense now. I'm gonna shoot him
With what?
with my other guns.
Okay.
With all of
so,
the other ones.
With my heart.
Yeah.
With a Care Bear staring.
I shoot with my heart. So yeah, Nick essentially pulls okay, so now that I think about it, we haven't seen Nick's other guns like literally ever.
Please describe.
So Nick as when he blinks over, pulls the coat back and pulls out it looks it almost looks like a standard Colt 45. It's a revolver, it's old timey, it doesn't jam as much. The only sort of difference is that it has sort of a blued sort of metal blade on the underside of it.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I have to flip a coin real quick to see which gun this is. Okay. And the particularly keen-eyed will note that the grip is nice. It's a nice sort of plastic, it seems like, grip,
Yeah.
but it is covered in stickers.
Okay.
There's a bitten probably sticker at some point that Nick didn't realize and was found it after that particular run, and then stickers of a sun with a smiley face
Like
and
vinyl
a
stickers.
4-leaf clover. Yeah, just yeah.
All right. But are they somewhat worn away, or are they relatively new?
Some of them are worn away, some of them are new. They feel like they've been put on over different periods of time.
Like the
Gotcha.
children of Stole Your Weapon.
Anyways, that gun is named July. So, because the kids got to pick a gun each and decorate them. So July's coming out, and I'm gonna shoot the man.
So awfully
All right.
beautiful.
Who are you shooting?
I'm gonna shoot the cyborg man. What do you call him again?
Cyberkinetic?
Cynetics. Yeah.
Butch. You're gonna shoot Butch.
I'm gonna shoot Butch. Because he's the one that's close and is being a threat. There's time enough for Candace to not join in if she doesn't want to, but he's the problem right now.
Yeah, he's definitely a problem.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try and shoot him, and I'm going
Yeah,
to
that's right, he's being a
smite that
jerk.
at the smite at the start.
All right, roll your psionics to cast your smite.
Yep. Let's do that.
That is a 14, so it's a hit with a
14?
raise.
I will take that. That's pretty good. Now I need to do math. Okay, sorry. Here we go again. Flow
It's
chart.
okay.
And do I have any penalties to this shot?
Yes, you have a -2 because he has improved dodge,
-2 to improve
or
dodge?
-1 because of dodge.
Oh, -1. Okay, fantastic.
But you don't have any targeting, like you don't have.
No, I
targeting
do not
glasses
have.
on
I
you.
do not have the trademark bonuses, nor does my helmet work with this. On the other hand, I am not moving, and I am shooting once. So I am going to marksman works.
I believe so.
I'm going to take 2 points off of that. I'm going to also I'm going to do a called shot to the arm that's holding the katana.
Okay.
I don't know what the penalty on that is. Is that
That is, I believe, a -4.
a -4? Okay, so we're
Oh,
at a
the
flat.
arm or the hand? The arm, I think, is
No,
-2.
I know where to find this. Limbs are -2, hands are -4, and may disarm.
Okay, yeah, so that puts me at a flat 0.
So are you shooting at the arm or the hand?
I'm shooting at the hand to disarm.
Okay.
That puts me at a flat 0, and then I get +4 to hit with smite for a raise. Oh, sorry,
Plus
is that
4
+4 to
damage?
damage? Sorry,
Yeah.
hold on. Yes,
say
it's
not the
+4
hit.
damage. No, you're right.
Yeah,
You're
smite
right.
adds to your damage. I will also say, shouldn't you also be taking the multi-action penalty because you also cast smite, or is that a special thing?
Innate talent.
That's a
get
special
to
thing
that.
for
I
Ice
get to
Slingers.
start. Yep.
One free action, yeah.
Makes a ton of sense. That is how a Slinger should work. So making sure.
Yes.
All right,
So
go ahead and roll it.
do that. Let me do that. So it's a.
And you're just taking a single shot, so
Yep,
just your
just
straight up shooting die and a wild
one
die.
shot. Yeah.
You
Give
only
me
get
a
one shot.
second.
Do not miss your chance to blow.
Thank you. Let me.
Opportunity comes
I'm
once
gonna
in
have
a
to
lifetime.
add an X. Yeah. Sorry, I just realized I need to make entirely other fucking weapons for this because I did not put any of the fucking smite loaded crap in my fucking peacemakers. I'll do that later. I'm just gonna roll an extra die at some point. Okay, that's ass. Let's throw a Benny at it. Because that's garbage.
You got a pair of 2s.
Yep. So we're
That's
gonna
all
throw
I
a Benny.
see.
Yep, we're
So
gonna throw a Benny
Benny.
at it because absolutely not.
Okay.
That's better.
That's a pair of 5s.
Pair of 5s. Okay. I'll take
That
the 5.
will hit.
Sweet.
All right, go ahead and roll your damage.
So we roll damage, which is 9 plus 1. Or no, sorry, just 9, and then an extra 4 damage, 13 plus an extra d6. Which I'm gonna roll now.
All right.
1d6. And I will spend 1. So extra 4, 10, 14 damage to the hand.
14 damage. Do you have armor piercing on this?
No, it's just a gun.
All right. It hits his armor.
Makes sense.
Connects. The shot is clear. Right to the heart, where there is just a MDC chest plate, and the shot is loud. Wait, is it a laser or a projectile?
No, it's a Colt. It's just a peacemaker.
Gotcha. It's a Colt beam. So it is. Pung, there's the sound of it hitting the armor very quickly. It doesn't even stagger him.
Fair.
As he comes in to swing his sword next. He is enemy number 2.
Nice question, because for my edification and particularly for the audience, because this has never been a problem for me. How does armor work?
Okay, armor gives you
To
a
remind
certain
me.
toughness. There,
Okay.
you have to roll more damage than that toughness.
Okay.
And it's like a threshold. You have to beat the threshold of their armor.
Gotcha.
Now, if you have
Okay.
armor piercing, they have that reduces the effective
Threshold. Yep.
threshold to a certain point. There's other factors that.
Yeah.
Basically,
makes sense.
toughness is unfortunately a function of innate toughness, which should have a word, and armor. You pile those together and you get the toughness of a creature. Armor
Makes
piercing
sense.
can go through up to that armor amount, but can't go through innate toughness.
Now,
Makes sense.
you do know that cynetics are psychic. However, this one is losing it, and thus is going to come in and swing at. Going to spend one on just comes in with a flurry of this sword. The sword is sharp as hell. It looks like it should light up on fire, but isn't currently on fire. All right, so what is the hit with that? What is their fighting skill? Looking at their sheet, there it is. Fighting's D10. Okay. The one die I don't have in front of me. Anyway, let's just do some digital ones. That'll be the first D10 will go towards Vavasaur. What is your parry?
6.
All right. The 12 that they get beats your parry with a raise, so they get an extra d6 damage on you when it comes time to assign damage. Nick also swings at you in the same action.
Honestly, fair.
With no penalty, because frenzy. What is your parry?
2.
Oh, okay. So that 7 will hit you.
Cool.
Good to know.
Yep, I do not have a lot of that.
Now,
It's
let
fine.
me see
I act.
what's-
Oh, last. I'll get up
Yeah.
there.
Great.
You'll get there. Let's see. That's plus a d12. It is not mega damage and does not have AP. And the strength is a d10 plus a d12. Okay.
Well, this guy didn't roll a wild die, so he's not a wild card. So it shouldn't be too hard.
I forgot to roll the wild die.
Fuck.
Oh no.
I was afraid
It
of
was just a
that.
4. Okay.
Oh no.
Oh no.
D10 plus
Oh.
d12 is 7,
Why do you
Nice.
keep rolling, Kevin?
plus
Stop
a
rolling,
D6.
Kevin.
Nice.
which is
Nice.
so that's an 8. Vavasaur, is your toughness 8?
My toughness? My toughness
Your
is
toughness 8.
Now your toughness in your small form.
Good.
4
Is
But I'm
that with
good.
your armor?
with my armor.
Let me look at your sheet real quick, because
Yeah, I see toughness is 11, and then parentheses 4. I assume the 11 was Big Dragon Boy.
No.
the 11 is your total.
Oh, I see.
The
Then
4
yeah.
is your innate.
Oh, perfect. Then yeah, 11 and then 4.
I think that's the
and
other way around. I think the 4 is your armor.
Is that flip?
Oh, okay. Well then, that would
Let me
make
double
sense
check.
too.
Let me double check.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't hit you.
Yes.
Okay.
The sword blow just bounces off your armor.
Okay.
Nick, the one coming for you,
Yep.
is a D10 and a D12, but did not get a raise on you.
Cool.
So it is only an 8. What's your toughness? What's your armor?
Is he just hitting my face?
What's your,
My armor is a 4.
okay. Let me look at your sheet real quick. You're not
Maybe
wearing
not.
any armor?
I am sorry. My toughness is 9.
Okay, so 9.
Yeah.
A little
To
bit.
This is
clarify
one
for a
part of the
moment,
system where
let's pause for a second to clarify
Yeah.
the toughness situation. On your
Yeah.
sheets, it'll say toughness and have 2 numbers, one inside parentheses, one outside of parentheses. The
Okay.
one outside of the parentheses is just your total toughness. Boom. This is when you're getting swung on by somebody, that's the toughness you care about. The number in
Cool.
parentheses is the amount of your toughness that is represented by your armor. It only matters if they are hitting you with an armor-piercing attack. That's when that
Okay.
number in parentheses matters.
Gotcha.
Because
Okay.
depending on how much armor piercing they have, they can negate up to that number in parentheses. So,
Gotcha. Thank you.
is this guy's sword armor piercing?
it is not, because he has not lit it on fire.
Okay, cool.
Fair? Anyways,
So-
my toughness then is a 9.
Then
Alright,
that's
so,
what he needs to
the-
be.
The blow does not
Holy
hit.
shit.
The blow hits you in the armor and you feel it, but it does not stagger you or shake you. He
Nice.
then
Uh-huh.
yells at
Yeah.
you that you are thieving ants who do
Yep.
not deserve the kindness of even the most kind shop owner.
Yep.
And he is going to Vavasaur, he is attempting to taunt you.
It works.
Oh no!
You get to roll a vigor check against his taunt.
I'm right next to you. You got this.
All right, what did you roll on your vigor check?
A 2. May I spend a penny?
You may.
Hey.
2 and a 4, yeah.
Nice.
2 and a 4. Let me spend a
Yeah.
penny on my vigor.
There it is.
Another 2.
Nice.
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 Yeah,
All right.
it works. I'm gonna
Yawn.
hook, line, and sinker.
Okay, so that was a 17
Oh boy.
for him because he exploding die.
Oh.
This makes you feel bad. He has taunted and insulted you. This is what is called a test in battle. You become shaken, I believe. I believe you just become shaken. Tests.
I'm untested.
Support.
Does that mean anything?
No, that is actually your untested is a hindrance which you have currently overcome.
Cool.
Similar name, completely unrelated.
Tests.
Savage Worlds. There's a lot of that in the system, unfortunately. It's
We're
one
all
of the
learning.
one of the things that bugs me about it is like I really wish you guys had better terms for things that were more distinct.
That's-
See the previous conversation about armor and toughness and innate toughness.
You are
Hmm.
distracted or vulnerable.
I marked myself as
Wings with a
shaken.
raise, so you are also shaken
Mhm.
and distracted.
Distracted. All right, I marked that.
This
yeah.
being is in your has just what did Baron do to them that was so bad that has caused them to just
Lose
it
their
can't
shit.
just be about 37 cents and you
You
get
could not
all up in your mind space.
Get all up in that head.
get up my brain.
Yeah, that checks out.
I dropped what distracted does into the roll 20.
Yeah.
Thank you. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
that. Thank
Yep.
you.
Here to help.
Yeah, they just touched a live wire and are completely stock still.
All right. Canis does nothing.
Cool.
Cool.
Oh,
That's
no.
a bad bitch. Cool.
3 of the mercenaries move up
Oh,
from the
no.
back. I have to roll vigor. Nope. That one's got courage, and that one's got courage. All right, so 2 of them are going to take shots at the group. So one's going to shoot at Mutt with a laser rifle.
Woof.
Let me get to
Dog?
the entry for that. It is
You
not
ent-
done.
My
The shooting
dog.
is D6.
This man entered a fight and shot a dog
5.
immediately.
So that will
Yeah,
hit.
You asshole. Oh my god.
Mutt gets hit in the forehead with a shot from a laser rifle.
Uh-huh. And is
The
fine.
second shot comes at Zephyrdry.
Ah.
That is a 4, which is the shooting that hits you. Mutt, you don't take any damage.
Woof, bitches. Woof.
Where's the gun? Show me the gun.
Yeah.
Where's the stuff for the
Hit
gun?
me with your best shot. Fire away.
Show me the gun. Oh, that's why. Okay, there it is. There it is. 2d8 plus 1. That is 8. Zephyrdry, what is your total toughness?
He rolled an 8?
Yes.
Jesus, that does still hit me then. Because I have dodge, so I'm harder to hit, but that's
Oh, they rolled a 5 to hit you.
yeah, but that still beats a 4.
Yeah.
My total toughness is a 12.
All right, the 8 does not beat your 12, so you are hit, but it is the laser shot goes off your armor. All right. The other 3 mercenaries seem like they're holding back to see what Canis does. The ones that are holding back look a little older. Mutt,
Yeah.
someone shot at you and didn't hurt you at all.
Wow.
I feel it hit my forehead
You feel the warmth of it.
and I sneeze. And then I look up straight into Vav's face, just straight into her, into their eyes. And I just Vav hears, Vav, find your strength within your weakness. And I cast emotional support doggo.
All right, what is this actual power? Did you...
This is the relief one where I can fix her shaken.
Oh, okay. So make a roll of spend the PowerPoint and make a psionics roll.
Oh,
Okay, that's
don't
kinda
mind
sick.
if I do.
That's cool.
That's a
That's
4.
actually
That's what you needed.
I do good at one thing.
Vavasaur, you are still distracted, but you are no longer shaken, which means you will not have to make checks on your turn.
You just see this
Hell
little
yeah.
like burn patch in the middle of my forehead going like this, and my eyes just go like the puppiest puppy dog eyes. They're just like, I'm
Good.
okay, and so are you.
You got this.
All right.
Uh,
Up next is Vavasaur.
Hell yeah. You said I'm still distracted, but not shaken. Take that off.
Correct. -2 to all trait rolls, which is
That
all.
ooh,
Pretty brutal.
pretty brutal.
Does trait include skill rolls?
Yes, a skill is a trait.
Gotcha.
Yikes.
It's another one of those. Here's the words for this thing.
Yeah, you have
Gotcha.
traits, which are attributes and skills.
I think they blink really, really hard after that beautiful stirring speech from Mutt, and they
Short and
spin
sweet.
short and sweet, right
Short
to
and
the point,
sweet.
hit directly into my
you.
heartstrains.
Got you. Got you.
And healed my spirit. I'd like them to spin very quickly with
Mhm.
the
With the hook.
with the training hook in their hand, and I'd like them to embed the spikes into Butch's neck, and then pull on the chain very quickly.
All right. So this is going to be a fighting roll from you
Fighting.
against Butch's parry, which
Yeah.
is 7.
Now, do I roll fighting or strength?
Roll fighting.
damn.
Damn it!
son.
This is a strength. Damn it! Fighting. I'll fight this. That's a 0.
It's a 0. How do you have
You
a
rolled-
0? Oh,
Did
because
you
you're
roll 2
distracted.
minus 2?
I rolled
However,
a 2 minus 2.
your other one is a 5, but Butch's parry is a 7.
I
Mm,
say, can we spend Benny's for
Have you got any bennies?
I have one left.
Would you like to use it?
Yes.
Okay.
Worse.
Is
Oh
there
no.
any way
That's
we
a
can
0
help
into
them with
3.
bennies?
So
I
that's
can.
less than the first
I
thing.
Okay.
I specifically, it is a thing I
Just
specifically
you.
can
Okay,
do.
just a you can do. Okay.
That was
Offering it?
my
Kevin?
last Benny.
Well, I have 3, and I am
Oh,
allowed
no.
at any time to give it to you. I'm reaching through the camera.
I'll take it. I'll take
you-
it, but I will roll
if
a
you-
third 0.
Okay.
I-
You know?
I'm willing to make that risk. I'm willing to take that risk.
I'll take that risk. I'll take that risk.
Okay.
The risk we're willing to take for you.
One more time.
You got
Let's
this.
try.
Let's do this. Everybody in chat. Cross.
You did roll another
Two
0.
zero.
Oh my god.
I was gonna put my hands
Thank you
up.
so
but-
much.
Hey,
Thank you
you
so
know?
much.
Hey.
Hey.
Vavasaur goes
Yeah.
into a whirling kata of spike and blades. And Butch
Oh,
just
boy.
like steps to the left once as the blade comes down, steps to the right once as that blade comes down, and then just bats it away with his sword. It's like, you think I don't know that move? I taught him that move.
Fuck.
Good.
Jesus, this fucking.
I don't know
guy.
who this guy is, but he just needs a hug right now.
I'm
It
like
really does.
Just
I'm a
look,
little
give him-
mad, but also he's really cool. Like
Yeah.
He's not a bad dude. Like, I know Butch isn't a bad dude.
Butch,
Do you?
Okay.
Yeah.
um,
Butch kind of
Hold
sucks,
up.
but
Wait a minute. Hold up, back up.
up next is Zephyrdry.
there is.
Yeah.
Yeah, like while all of this was going down, I had kind of slid off the back of Mutt, and like
Mhm.
every time I heard this person talking, like my ears are like trying to like zero in and see, and I'm like, you see her? She's kind of like looking around, uncharacteristically weirded out by this whole someone is talking and I cannot see them.
Fair,
And
honestly.
They're not picking up on any of your sensors. Well, yeah, you can hear them because they're letting you kind of. They're not putting full
it's your
attention
call.
on.
If I can't hear them, I
You
can't
can
hear
hear
them.
them
Okay.
because they aren't focusing on this ability.
We could also like split
Go
the difference,
sound.
and it's just like there's a weird garbledy static, and then people respond, and then there's a weird garbledy static, and it's like, what is happening to my? Like, it's just like fiddling with her sensors, and then this gets nailed by a laser bolt, and her eyes go red, and the blades fly out of her hands, and I would really love to. All right, so.
I love
How far away? Because I gotta get up close and personal if I'm gonna, you know, they told me not to use my giant killer flamethrower, so I'm not gonna use my giant killer flamethrower. But I have these hands that I would like them to catch. So how far away are these guys from me?
You can get there. They're close enough. This is like a street, maybe 20 feet across.
Okay.
They're close enough that you can get to them easy. There's
Alright.
the 3 that stepped up to shoot are pretty much right next to each other.
Okay.
They travel in a pack.
All right. Well, these guys got guns,
Woof.
which means they probably haven't got a great parry situation going on. Fantastic. Your girl gonna multi-attack on these fools. Then my wings had been shut down because I was just kind of standing next to Mutt with like one hand on her while I was looking around. And then as soon as that happens, like my wings just erupt and there's like a little puff of smoke as I fly full speed, like from 0 to full blast at this guy. Yeah, it's this almost like I did with the Zytikics, where it's this spinning motion as I'm like getting in there to try and jab and then cutting around into the arm to like stab up into an armpit and slide around and try to get into like a shoulder. It's just this awful little whirlwind of a tiny angry fairy. So I'm gonna try to attack this fool twice. Means I believe multi-action. It's a -2 to do 2 actions.
Yes.
If I'm remembering correctly. Okay. Sick.
Yeah, I don't know your character sheet back to front.
So, where's my fighting? It's under F. Here it is. Fighting! Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and... there. Roll out a -2, and haha! 8. Does
That's
that
a
beat
hit
this...
with. Oh, that beats it. It does not erase though.
Okay, that beats that fool's parry.
Yes, which is
Fantastic.
7. Jesus,
Oh.
D12 fighting.
Yeah,
Okay.
she don't fucking play.
Well, do you want to roll damage for the first one before you place your second attack?
Yes, I
Very
would like to go
exciting.
ahead
You have a
and...
better fighting than I have. Shoot.
Yeah, the flip side of it is it's
Specifically crafted for one purpose.
yeah, but she doesn't get like
yeah.
all kinds of cool like inherent abilities that go along with. Oh wait,
True.
yeah, I get 1.
I was like, wait a minute.
Wait, I forgot. Oh, that's right. My AP is stupid high. Right. Never mind. So I'm gonna roll damage real quick. I do.
Yep.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay.
Very good.
So I rolled a 10, and that is armor piercing 8 plus. How big is this guy?
Normal size, standard size.
Cool. So that's armor piercing 12. So
Yeah, so
Jesus.
that will
so.
hit.
Now it doesn't
That's
go
a
through
hit
his.
with a rate.
It
Like
doesn't go
that's a
through his
hit with.
natural toughness. Remember, it only goes through
His
whatever his armor
alright.
is.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but still
his-
cool.
His full armor is 11. Is with 5 points of armor, so it's effectively a 6 against you.
Okay. So yeah.
You got to hit with a raise because it's a 10.
That's damage, right?
Yeah, in your damage. So
Yes.
a hit with a raise
Ah.
is enough to take this one dude just out.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
This is an extra. He's not
Yeah.
the toughest.
So rather than it is she goes in and there's she like flies like past the barrel and gets in around this guy, and she swings once with one arm like around his abdomen, and as she's tracing up and comes around the other side, she brings her other hand out and just woofs off this guy's head.
Okay.
Like you do. Like it's
All right. We are
every
going
day, average
lethal.
day.
Got it. Got
Yeah,
it.
I mean,
Wait, there's other modes?
I mean,
Shut-
there's like deadly.
Shot my dog friend in the head. Yeah.
No, that's fair.
The
you
price
pick
for
your
shooting
second
Meta.
action.
Fine.
You shot the dog
Also
in the
the
head.
attack.
I
Would
got
you like to
better.
attack again
The dog was
against a second
fine.
person?
the price for shooting my dog friend in the head
Is
is I
death. I get
collect
it.
your fucking skull.
Fair, honestly.
Oh, I just
Uh,
love that you're so protective of me. It's cute.
It's
It really
adorable.
is. It's so cute.
All right. Okay, Fairy John Wick. Let's go.
Rawr.
Let's do it.
I'm
Second
so
attack.
scary. Rawr.
That's the thing about multi-attack. I don't remember how it works if you get rid of the other person before you get through all of your actions.
I allowed you to pick to attack twice, and I'll let you hit a second guy.
Okay,
I don't know how it works specifically, but you picked attack twice for both of your actions. Use the second.
Great. Whatever fool is standing next to him,
Yep, still within
without
range.
without stopping, like as she's turning, it's just like targeting. And I go for that guy, and it's just both blades, and I'm like flying at this person's head, just out like a little fucking pick.
This
so,
is a multi-button combo move.
yes. So let me roll.
We're
fighting
over
again.
here playing like there's
Negative
like,
1
Nice.
Ew.
and a 0.
Jesus.
I'm gonna wait. No,
Oh, you're
hang
gonna
on.
use a Benny?
Hang on.
Yep.
Wait a minute. Okay, I didn't roll one on both of them, so I'm gonna spend this Benny. Re-roll that.
Yeah. Oh wow.
This time you rolled 1 on both of them.
Oh,
That's a critical
Good at
failure.
Happens when
rolling.
that
So
happens.
good at rolling.
There it is. There's my
That's-
standard issue critical failure for the
God.
John Pick. God damn it. I just saw the chat. I'm so happy mad right now. So on the second attack roll, I critically fail.
Roll a
Okay.
d6.
I love
Rolling a
chat
d6.
so much.
Can't-
Holy
can't do it.
shit.
Rolling a d6. I rolled a 2.
Good. This is
Thank
only a
you.
glitch.
Thank you, chat, for being chat.
Subtract 1 when using the device, which is your claws.
Okay.
That's your D12 minus 3.
So to your fighting, negative ones.
Oh, holy hell.
Or, if you have to climb something, you won't. But
Yeah. Anything involving my vibro blades, subtract 1. Can do.
yeah. You come around as you go through this dive, but your vibro blades hit a hiccup that you didn't have before in your software. Something you didn't compensate for.
Updating
And
firmware.
it feels like but your blades are supposed to be bigger. It suddenly thinks. But you don't know why you think that. And so you miss entirely, go crashing, and then tumble into the ground.
Cyber Knight shit, man.
No, this had nothing to do with Cybernet.
Oh, okay.
This is just Kevin
Blades
being a
bigger,
butthead.
That's terrifying.
Sprinkling
that's my
some
turn.
Storian.
Oh.
All right, Nick.
Oh, that's worse.
Oh, that's worse.
Great.
Like, how dare you be me? Oh no, it's backstory. That's worse. Oh,
What you
backstory.
doing, Nick?
Shoot.
Wait,
Again,
isn't this is
mostly.
the top of the round again, isn't it? Don't we?
Oh, yeah, top of the
we got
round.
draw.
redeal. Yeah, hold up.
Redeal. Redeal that in niche.
All right,
Yeah,
Nick,
it's
you
six.
start with a 6 of diamonds,
And a
or a king of hearts,
or a.
or a 10 of clubs.
I will take the king.
Best not miss.
I'll just make it a king of diamonds because that's easier for me,
That's fine.
and there's no one else with a king.
Yep.
All right, order by card suit. All right, there we go. And it put you in the wrong spot
Oh, I'm very low now.
because it didn't understand the lowercase k. Whatever, it's in the right spot now.
Poor thing.
Beautiful. Amazing.
This turn, Vavasaur,
Lovely.
you go first.
Ooh, fast time.
Fast time. I use a speed hack. I'm going to attempt to do the same thing, spin
I'm
around.
hoping to go before you.
Oh yeah, no, that would have been cool. But no, I'd just like to directly into the jugular, aorta styles. I know it's
All
your
right,
chest. I know.
this is going to be a called shot if you want to make it directly to the order. Are you doing that for flavor, or do you want?
It's all flavor.
You don't need a jugular.
So-
Thank you for that was beautiful.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
What my
yeah,
other Benny?
it's-
Honestly, because like,
No, no.
because honestly, you
might-
can have it.
Yeah.
It's not a
good.
called shot.
Okay, so it's
because I
just for
don't know how
style,
that
yeah.
works. Yeah, it's
It's
just for
just a negative
style.
that gives you extra damage. You don't just.
You're like,
Oh.
yeah, do you take a negative to hit, but you get
Beautiful.
extra damage if you do hit there.
Okay.
And or extra
Oh
narrative
my
effects.
God.
It's a whole thing.
All right,
Yeah.
that is
Both
a
are cool.
5. That is not going to
Oh.
beat.
You're not distracted anymore. That's only until the end of turn.
Oh yeah, that's true. So
Oh,
Add two
that's
to both
a
of
7.
those.
Yeah.
Does your weapon say AP on it anywhere?
My weapon does not say AP. It says that it ignores shield bonus.
No shield bonus is happening.
Yeah, that's the only thing that it says.
That is not enough to get through
Mm.
Butch's armor.
Damn, I try again, and it just clinks off. I'm so upset. I'm like, oh, I'll try this other move. Fuck, he taught me that one too. Ah!
Man, what's this guy's parry?
Hi. So I'm going to
Oh, I'm
so
sorry. I might have spotted the wrong thing. Let me just double check because you are correct. His parry is 7.
Okay, that
Right.
should hit then, shouldn't
7
it?
on a
'Cause
7?
Does it
Yeah.
meet it, beat it, kind of, or no?
Is it
I think yes. We'll say
beat on
yes.
ties? Yeah. Okay.
I
I
believe
looked at
that's the
armor
case.
instead of parry.
I
Anyway,
hit him.
go ahead. Roll
Yeah.
that damage.
I hit him. sorry.
The point of the hook hits in, and you're like, "Oh, damn! It didn't work."
And then
But
I
then
yank
the rest of the follow through.
Yes, I yank the chain,
Nice.
and oh yeah, it's a chain hook. All right, so the damage is my strength.
There should be a entry lower down, not just your strength.
Strength plus D6.
Yeah, if you click on the weapon, it should be able to roll.
Damn. Okay, that's fun.
All right.
Is that correct? So 10 damage?
No, it would be 8 because you don't get the
Oh.
2 bonus because you didn't get a raise.
Oh, fun. Okay.
Oh, fun.
So you You rolled not great. The
Not
7 damage
super
is
good.
not enough to get through his armor.
Mm.
He catches
So-
it on the shoulder and just like kind of hooks into it and just stares at you with the chain like kind of still attached.
Would you like to re-roll that damage?
You
Is
can
that a
reroll
thing you
damage
can
for the
do?
Benny in
You
this
can
system.
reroll
That's the thing.
anything with a Benny.
Sure.
Zephyrdry just really wants you to succeed at life. I'm gonna give Vavasaur my last Benny if
Oh,
you would
good.
like to re-roll that damage. You can have my last Benny.
I would
Very
like to.
good.
That was so nice of you. Oh my
By all
gosh.
means, no, do
Reroll
something
damage.
cool. That's what Bennies are for.
Look, you're one of us now, okay? You get the bennies.
Uh-huh.
It's an 8 again.
Okay,
It's the
it's an 8
exact
again.
same thing, but it was a chance of being
Hey, it
more.
was a
So
try.
thank
It
you
was,
so
it was
much.
worth it. It was worth a
Womp
shot.
womp.
Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you so much.
Hey, no problem. That's why I built Zephyrdry this way, honestly, so she could give her Benny who was away.
Up next is
Mhm.
Canis, who is going to attempt a mental power.
Oh, I didn't go.
Oh, that's true. You didn't go yet. How did you fall off?
Wow.
I hit the button too many times, I guess. There you go. Now it is Nicanor's turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna shoot him in the head.
Okay.
I like to shoot, honestly.
I am gonna start though. So Nick sort of like again, just like gun up, shoots, bounces off the armor, drops it back down, fans the hammer, fires another. And there is a slight shimmer in the. I'm gonna I'm gonna roll something real quick. We'll see if this works. I'm gonna roll to cast protection first.
Is protection one of your innates? I believe it is.
It is all of pretty much everything I have is my innate except for fly.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna roll that with a. We're gonna spend. I'm gonna add more armor and toughness as modifiers to it. So that brings my cast up to a 5, but it's self-limited, so it goes back down to a 4.
And you get a -2 from uncanny reflexes. -2 to be hit by any attack they are aware of.
Protection is just.
Oh
me
no, this is your
casting.
psychics. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Yes. Go ahead and roll
Right.
it.
5.
5. Your power goes off.
Got it. So I get an extra 4 points of toughness. So I'm at 13.
Mhm.
Let me take 4 points off of my pool. Okay, and you said you were saying something about shooting? Uncanny what's it?
You get a -2 to hit.
-2 to hit. Okay, so I'm going to shoot. I'm going in for his head again. That gives me just a flat 0 to hit. Because I don't have any bonuses, but I can remove all of those bonuses, all of those penalties and shit.
You made up for a lot of penalties.
I did, yeah. All right, so let's fucking yeah. I'm gonna re-roll that.
Okay. Gonna spend a Benny.
Spend a Benny and re-roll it. Yep, that's better.
That's an 11.
Yeah, I'll take that. That's fine.
11 is a hit with a raise.
Cool. So it will do extra bonus damage die when I roll it.
Because his parry is 7 because he's attempting to parry.
Okay, so we will do that.
All right, 14.
14
That-
plus the bonus on die, so 18 total.
18. That is enough to get through his toughness, but not get a raise.
That's fine.
So you land a clear blow, but it's kind of like a graze
Mm-hmm.
to the head, and he is officially
Yeah.
shaken,
Cool. Fuck
which
you.
is going to help. Because let's see, what does shaken do again? Fox, could you throw that in the?
Oh wait, head gives plus 4 damage, so it's
Oh.
actually 22.
22.
Yes.
So this would be a hit with a wound.
Okay.
Now he is going to spend his 1 Benny to
Fair.
soak this wound.
Fair.
Here's how you soak a wound. You make a roll on your vigor.
Okay.
This person's vigor is right there. It's right there. It's a D10. The one die I don't have physically in front of me.
Why does it say AP1 now? The cults just have it? Hold on.
All right, rolled a 1. Does
Oh,
not soak the
wow.
wound. However, is does have a number of things where this does not slow them down as much as you'd think.
That's fair.
They have a number of edges specifically
assume if
designed
I
for
can-
fighting through pain.
I assume if I can evaporate somebody with a big gun, someone can take a bullet and keep going. It's a reasonable thing.
I just have to double check what Berserk. I don't have to double check what Berserk
Yeah,
does because up next, actually, I do have to double check. Oh, that's right.
My gun have AP1 on it.
All right, Canis looks at their options very quickly. And decides on a somewhat rash course of action. and we'll look at Butch, which is making, a combat in the middle of town that Candace didn't want to happen, and cast telekinesis.
Oh.
Psychically, just goes like this, and we'll see if the giant hand of force lifts them. It's not super telekinesis, it's just regular telekinesis.
Oh, good.
Oh, good. I'm glad that was an option on the table.
All right, so they get to make a D10 psionics roll. They made it, and this can't evade.
I think it's contested spirited rolls.
Yeah, it's by making. Well, that's to throw off this thing. As a strength of D10 with an opposed spirit roll. All right, so
Yep. So they have to roll spirit against each other, I guess.
Yeah.
Cool.
This person's spirit is a D8, which I have in front of me. That's a 1.
Oh, unfortunate.
Butch gets thrown 20 feet in the air.
Oh.
And is kind of like hanging there. There is very clearly something kind of holding him by like the back of his armor. And Candace goes, if you leave now, this can be done. I can hold him up here for like a minute.
I yank
We
my
in
chain
combat
hook out of
still?
him.
Swings back to you.
Are we still in combat initiative?
Yes,
this, like, little
unless you
second?
are willing to take Candace up on her offer. What this means,
Yeah, I
you
know.
can leave now, and next session won't start into combat.
Yeah, I take my chain hook and I go home.
Does everyone agree to back down?
Yeah, I don't want to fight.
Yeah, I didn't want to have a fight in the middle of the
They don't
street,
wanna fight.
personally. They're
Yeah.
Out of character? Sure, absolutely. In character? Man, fucking, I don't know. She's just all like weird noises in my brain, so I'm gonna follow whatever my friends are doing.
We'll write that fool off.
You're writing the fine for starting a fight too if they figure it out.
Oh, we pay in advance.
Smart. That's smart. Yeah, no, that
Go
makes
now. We'll be seeing you soon, Nick.
sense. Uh-huh.
Bye, Nicanor.
Oh, damn, I'm out. I'm gone.
And
Woof.
Nick,
Sneeze.
yeah.
There is just so much yelling coming from this Cynetic,
Yeah.
just screaming about how they will destroy your life, how you have ruined them, how there is nothing in the world more devastating than that 37 cents that has been just kept from him by
Miss
the
Baron.
monster that is Baron. And
Just-
you make your way back to the very quickly.
Nana, you're holding me like this, but I was turned backwards, so you're holding me butt forward.
Good.
And the people in the back, they see this, I sneeze, and back to normal happy dog as we're going.
Good.
Yes, we're done with this.
Yeah.
And I think we're just going to stop. You make your way to the car, and that's where we're just going to stop for the night.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool beans.
Hey,
All right.
fuck Canis. Not cool.
What the fuck,
cool.
Canis?
We're not cool. We were cool.
Okay, go chase Phineas and Ferb, okay? Leave us alone.
I don't like your weird invisible friend. Your weird invisible friend is a
yeah.
jerk.
Yeah, not my friend. Definitely a jerk.
Woof. Good
We
stop,
cut-
guys.
Real quick,
Oh.
one little scene at the end. You get back to Castle Refuge, but we cut back to Merktown. Canis comes into an office, like head down, and we see an armored suit sitting at a big metal desk. On it is a big, spiky, demon-faced helmet that we saw at episode 1. And the voice says, "But I killed him." And Canis says, I don't know what to tell you. He's not dead. He's not dead, boss. It's like, was it a doppelganger? She's like, I don't know, Mr. Atherton. and the camera turns around, and it is Atherton. Half his face has been replaced with metal, and a demon skull helmet sits next to him, matching his demon skull armor. He says, well, then I guess we're just gonna have to kill him again.
Well, you've been marked for death.
And that's where we're leaving.
Congratulations.
What?
Someone
You
took
mean
the enemy,
I have the enemy.
the enemy hindrance at
What?
major.
It's
What?
still the best
Oops.
hindrance.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, thanks. I was just like, oh, plot.
Yeah.
All right, everybody.
Oh, blood.
So, thank you all for joining us for this wonderful stream of madness and mages and machines and technofish. You can get great coffee at Grinding Coffee Company with a 10% discount code using the discount code Gunmetal Blues. And check them out. They're really nice. So let's go around and tell people where they can find us. I know I'm kind of like wrapping it up a little quick because I made you go a little longer than normal.
Oh
All right, so
no,
let's start
I hate all of you.
Oh, darn. It's too much
I know,
plot
but-
lore makes us go over. Darn.
Some of us have things to do in the morning.
Oof.
Yeah.
All right, Vavasaur, who are you? Or I'm sorry, Nana, who are you? Where can we find you?
Not a sword.
Hi, I'm Nanasaur.
Good.
Hi, I'm Nana Lovebug. You can find me at Nana Lovebug or Nana_Lovebug on Twitch, TikTok, Twitter, all the other things. My pronouns are they, them. I would love to see your artwork if you're an artist, so check me out. The next time I'll be streaming is Tuesday, 9 to 12 over at twitch.tv/Nana_Lovebug. I remember my own stuff. Thanks so much for hanging out.
At
I
least
will
one
say
of us remembers that.
Those are some chill streams, and they're very fun.
Hey.
All right,
But,
Ryomasa.
Hello, I am Ramasa. You can find me on Twitter at RY0MASA. You can find me on TikTok at RY0MASA. You can maybe find me on Twitch at Ryomasa, no zero, just an O. I stream occasionally. Last time I streamed, we did the King's Fall Week 1 raid in Destiny 2. That was great. You can also find me on Sundays at 1 p.m. over on Friends Who Roll Dice for Demon Creek, which is a Wild West Urban Shadows campaign. Where I play a slightly different character, but again, I have a brand. You know what it is if you know me, etc. But yeah,
We all
that's
do.
what I got.
All right, thank you so much, Maxine.
Hi, everybody. My name is Maxine Bachman, and you can find me anywhere and everywhere at That Girl at That Place, except for Instagram, where I am both Lady Skyburn and That Girl's art page, because I also do the artings. And I started streaming again. Thank you for everybody who came to my like 12-hour marathon stream that ended up
Oh.
happening. It was super fun. Yeah, I was like, let's go for like maybe 4 to 8 hours, 12 hours later. Guys, I need to go to work tomorrow. That was fun though. But yeah, I'm gonna start streaming from Monday starting at 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So come see me do random game stuff and hope my volume works.
At Maxine_Bachman
Yes.
on Twitter or Twitch.
Or it's That Girl at That Place 1014 at Twitter.
Oh, yes, you will find me.
Yes. Yeah.
I always
that's me.
forget.
That's me.
Anyway, next up is Fox.
Hey folks, I remain Fox Barrett at Fox_Barrett on Twitter and Fox_Bar on Twitch, where I will hopefully be streaming again soon. The goal is next week. We will see if that happens. There is always shit happening in a life, which is weird for a woman who is unemployed. You can catch me tomorrow night over at twitch.tv/Devil's Luck Gaming, where I will be co-hosting the next and latest episode of Stellar Age Star Sector Drop, our big anime robot love campaign of hate.
So good. So
Be sure-
good. So good.
Thank you. Be sure to come
Good.
check us out.
There's as
Costumes.
much drama as here.
Yes.
And I think as much forgetting that, oh, I meant to do a combat earlier.
Hey, listen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Modern age.
Yes.
We kind of hacked the crap out of it.
All right. Thank you so much. My name is Kevin Myers. I'm the game boss here. You can find me at Bisonic Kevin on the Twitter, and you can find me on the Discord here all the time. It is a good place with some chill people. And you can find my wife's amazing knitwear work at lattes and llamas, as I type it in, .com. You can see the latest in the Geek Along socks. I believe we've seen all 4 Pokemon socks now. So,
so
red,
cool.
yellow, green, and blue. Red, blue, yellow's the latest one. Anyway, So check out that, and we will hope to see you soon. I forgot to find a place to raid. Let's see if does anyone have a preference for a place.
Oh, let me check
Uh,
my. Let me check my peeps.
None of
I
my
would look, but as soon
buds.
as I start looking at streams, their audio will come through the stream, unfortunately. So
Yeah, sorry.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, that's
Um,
we
fair.
could do waffles maple syrup again.
Done.
Yay! Let me put that into the chat. It's exclamation point raid. Or it's slash raid.
it's slash.
No,
it's
not.
slash. It's slash raid space username.
Boom.
No, I don't want to show more. I want to show less.
Waffles maple syrup. Let me just
I
double check
have-
my spelling.
So many people on right now.
All right. They
There
have
you go.
fun. Okay. All right. So thank you for joining us. Send our love to them, and we'll see you next week. And you can catch up on YouTube. Bye.
Bye.